And we are back live at the Murray Center, David. Here we have conference play between the Anchorwomen and the number one seeded in the conference, Eastern Connecticut. What are you looking to see here early on?
What I'm looking here to see is the Anchor women come out and play great aggressive defense. That's when they play their best. That's what they did. The last home game was very successful against that. And also just score. The defense, I think, is not too much of a priority, but let's see what they do on the offensive end.
I'm going the other way. I mean, there you have to be one seeded for a reason. We've yet to see Eastern Connecticut, but I mean, I think their offense has to be something. Or are they either going to have really good offense or really good defense, or both? So it's curious to see early on what is their emphasis and their focal point early on going on. Seeing if they can get out to early lead on the road here, or seeing how the Anchor Women can combat that.
I think the key factor tonight is going to be McBurrow down in that paint. She's the best defender that Rhode Island College has, and it's going to be interesting to see how she plays.
Yeah, you talk about McBurrows, and it's easy to always point her out because she's always in the front of something. But also, you can't take away the leadership from people like Gallagher, people like Jordan Galvin, who just know what they're doing on the team. Brooke Young, who can come in and heat up quick, as we've seen before. And it's just good to see what they do early on.
It will be very interesting to see.
So yeah, it's curious to see as we get the starting lineups out here for the Anchor Women.
It will. If Rhode Island College wins here, then that means they are 19-4. Well, Eastern Connecticut is 18 and would be 18-4, so they would be tied. Or I'm sorry, the Anchor Women would be taking the lead.
As we getting ready here for tip-off.
Now they're off of a victorious win on the road against UMass Dartmouth, which I think is very impressive because they've been struggling on the road recently. So let's see if they're able to maintain some momentum and get a big home game win.
Yeah, that's going to be a big key here for the Anchor Women, seeing how they could come back. They want to say that they're here for a state title, but let's just see how they prove it when they're up against a team who's number one seeded for a reason. Let's see how they face off against the best right here.
When they were home last time, they were shooting higher than their season average from the arc. Against UMass Dartmouth, they're only shooting 23.5%, was actually below the average. So that will be another factor to watch as well.
As McBurrow wins the tip, Jordan Gavin here setting up the first play of the game here in the Murray Center. Gives it to Brooke Young, who gives it to McBurrows, who gives it to Sophia Guerrero. Floater is off the ground.
They're coming out playing fast offense right here. I just realized McBurrow running that pick and roll with Guerrero.
Do you think that is by design, or do you think it just so happened that they thought they could take it as McBurrow gets the rebound here?
Well, it looked like it was a play right there that was it's supposed to be running right there. In fact, see, they're utilizing the play again, having McBurrow go to the top.
Yeah, I feel like that was by design. I mean, we've seen Guerrero get off the hot starts on, and if we see her get off to more of the same early on, then the Anchor Women have a good thing going. And she takes her first three and makes it. Guerrero gets the party started.
I think ECSU is going to have a hard time covering the Anchor Women.
As they show there on the first play, as we got Daniel O'Brien with the ball. Swings it over to the big man. Misses the mid-range jumper as Galvin pushing back the other way. Galvin looking for someone to give it to. Guerrero steps back, takes the mid-range jumper. Offline, McBurrow nearly rebounded. As here we go. Eastern Connecticut bringing the other way. Feeds it inside. Another wide open mid-range jumper. That's back-to-back, and they convert on this one.
The Anchor Women clearly do not trust Eastern Connecticut shooting the ball from mid-range, as that is the second wide open opportunity for that team.
It looks like they're zoning up and by design allowing the team to shoot the mid-range, not being feared by that. As Brooke Young takes a floater in traffic, misses it. Rebound by Eastern Connecticut. As Julie Keckler bringing it up. Mid-range flying again. Lizzie trying to make a play on Guerrero. Passes it to Julie. Could have got away. Felt like she got away with a push off there. Anna rebounds it back. Gives it to Lizzie. Misses it.
I think this team is going to be very, very interesting to watch if they win here tonight. This Rhode Island College team is definitely capable of winning a championship.
We've seen stretches where they look unbeatable and stretches when they look not so much. As Gavin misses the layup right there.
I personally think they struggle during the regular season, but when it comes to playoff time and this push right here, they're always so opportunistic of taking advantage of it.
As Anna Berry draws the foul here.
Foul on the ring, number 32, Wilson McBurrow, her first. Anna Berry on the line.
We get 2 free throws here going for Anna Berry. Anna Berry, the sophomore forward out of Andover. Where that is, I'm not sure. She makes the first one and misses the second. The barrel gets the rebound. Gavin pushing, winning it up on the other side. Doesn't like to play, tells Brooks to go to the corner. Brooks shot fakes, picked by McGrose. Swings it in the foul. She foul on the floor.
Larry has been someone this season. She hasn't been so impactful when it comes to like talking about her or the main headline of this team, but when she is in the game though, she's definitely going to be talked about at some point. She's always making a contribution.
Yeah, she shows up in glimpses, and we saw right there, drawing a foul early on, unable to get the fall. Eastern Connecticut bringing it back, gives it to Lizzie, top of the wing. Gives it to Julie, inside. And if that's on McBurrows, that looks like that's 2 fouls early on here. And there will be. So early foul trouble coming up here.
McBurrows going to have to watch that 2 already throughout the first.
Second team foul.
The coach doesn't want to take any chances, immediately pulling her out of the game here. That'll be Durantis coming in for her. The freshman guard out of Bristol, Connecticut.
Seeing how they play McBurrow throughout the rest of this game for minutes will be very interesting to watch.
Yeah, it's one of those things where you have to see how much coaching plays a factor and see how she can manage foul trouble. As Mia Villard misses with both free throws there. Brooke Young bringing it up. Gives it to Gavin in the corner. Didn't like Larry down low. Passes it to Durant. Readjusting is Larry. Feeding Gavin in the corner. Shot fake. Takes a mid-range. Makes it. Jordan Gavin.
Now,
again, just like we were saying, you know, McBurrows on most times than not is going to have the hot hands, always going to go. But Gavin's showing that when she's needed for a bucket, she can deliver on those.
She definitely can. And now she's going to be the leader of this offense like she does. She is a great role model player, a great floor general. And with size being gone because McBurrow is out, she's definitely going to have to take some shots for the team.
As Mia connects on a tough shot over Larry. But yeah, we're just curious to see how the offense adjusts a bit without ult. Gives it to Brooke Young, shoots a 3. Misses a 3, rebound by Larry. That's out wanting it more. Gives it to Gavin on the wing.
That was just a great aggressive play right there to get that board.
Again, Larry's just out rebounding, showing the physicality of the court. She's really trying to win it as a double screen here for Jordan Gavin. Gets a bit pushed off, crosses her in, and it goes in. Back-to-back points by Jordan Gavin right there. Quick 4-star for her.
What I realized with Gavin is that she likes to do a little move, then head to the bucket. They're going to have to try to stop that if they want to be successful at Eastern Connecticut State University.
And if they stop it, she's showing that she's a willing passer and always find the right play. As look at her, getting her hands in, being everywhere as Durantis. Mid-range jumper, it goes this time for Anna Berry.
They need to watch that mid-range anchor woman. That's another shot that was there for the Eastern Connecticut State University for them to take a wide-open mid-range.
Miscommunication, Dan Guerrero lets it slip by. But yeah, it's interesting to say Eastern Connecticut has shown early on that they're not afraid to take those shots and they have the confidence enough to believe in themselves to make them. And at least early on here, they're able to capitalize more times than not.
Without a doubt. The anchor women, in a way, remind me of the Celtics. They sure have a star player, but they need everyone on that team to contribute on the offensive and defensive end.
Our contestant
Absolutely. I mean, we've seen people like Durantis, Boo from the bench who could come in, rebound, hit jumpers, and we could see from all around as anyone could come in and they can step plays.
Congratulations, Brandon. You beat the murderer and you won a Wendy's gift card. Thank you for playing.
As we just saw, the easiest race one could ever participate in.
I feel like that burger would be cut from the basketball team.
Turn up the heat with your favorite nuggets or try the big jalapeno chicken sandwich, original spicy chicken sandwich, or spicy jalapeno bacon fries. Spicy nuggets are here for a limited time and at participating restaurants. Wendy's, we got you.
We're set here to get back to action here. Tied early on, 7-7, 4:56 remaining in the quarter. It's a low-scoring game. A lot of defense has been prevailing out here early on.
Now, this is a rare form right here we see the anchor woman, because now they actually have to figure out some adjustments on the spot. Because with McBurrough being in foul trouble already so early, they're going to, have to figure out, okay, so McBurrough's not in. How are we going to adjust, get size? How are we going to get boards? Who's going to be leading this offense?
As Mia gives it into Annam, unable to connect. Brooke Young connecting on the other side, gets the rebound, pushing transition. Doesn't like what you see, pulls it out. Gavin, top of the key, directing traffic. Takes it upon herself, nearly makes it in. Rebound by Guerrero.
What a
Force
great
a jump
board. She got up, she grabbed that.
The unofficial jump ball in college basketball awards it to Eastern Connecticut. Next time it'll be Anchorwood's ball. Right there, we just seen our effort play. Larry shows it a lot, Guerrero shows a lot. There's a lot of people here who really can do it all, and they just outwill people to play.
Well, people are going to be deeming this, or have been deeming this, the game of the season because of their positions here in the rankings in the Little Big East Conference.
As she travels and turns it over there. Durantis sets in, round to Gavin.
I just think the anchor woman of the season has been a great story coming off of last season with McBurrough winning the Rookie of the Year, potentially MVP candidate, being an MVP candidate, and just having a great season. And just the way that this team has been able to get some chemistry.
Absolutely, this has been a story to watch this year. This Durantis block will remain anchor woman ball here. Brooke Young set to inbound the ball. But yeah, we've seen a great, valuable performance here this season. The pass is offline. Guerrero nearly could have given the anchor woman a turnover, makes up for it.
Guerrero definitely deserves most underrated.
The three's offline. Guerrero gets another rebound. Effort plays. Jordan Gavin, wide open three, takes it and makes it.
Wow, Guerrero's been taking some notes from watching McBurrough out on the court.
7 early points here for Jordan Gavin here in the first quarter. Guerrero playing up tight, playing up close on Lizzie. Gives it on the wing to Julie. Double teamed by the anchor woman. Forces the turnover, in fact. Will be anchor woman ball. 10-7 here with 3:14 left in the quarter.
I think Eastern Connecticut State University, they've been focusing more in on that offense. Let's see how their defense without the rest of this game improves or changes.
As Larry there to clean up the mess. But yeah, just like you were saying, I agree 100% with your point. And curious to see how that transpires over the course of 4 quarters. As Julie set to bring it up, gives it to Lizzie. Looking for Mia in the post. Anna finds Mia in the post and makes it. Cutting the lead down to 3. 12-9 Anchorwoman with 2:40 left to play.
Eastern Connecticut needs to take advantage of that matchup with McBurrough not being present.
It's just like you said, if there's any time to attack the post and get in the paint, it's going to be right now when the team's best center, when the team's best defender is not on the court. Sophia takes the mid-range and connects on it.
She has the hot hand tonight.
Her and Gavin here getting started early on. 5 points for Sophia and 7 for Gavin. So we got a play here going on. Anna looking to see who to give the ball to. Backdoor cutting is Lizzie. Met by Guerrero. Thought that's over the. Thought that's out of bounds.
That would be out of bounds. coach is not happy with that call, and I totally agree.
Rightfully agree. The ball went over the backboard. Should have been out of bounds.
Coach has to tune in to Anchor TV to see this.
Mia takes advantage of a lucky call here, set to get an and one off of it. Much to the disappointment of the fans of Murray Center, unhappy with that call there.
I do not blame them.
Mia connects on the free throw.
They are rightfully so. That ball clearly went on the top of the backboard. It even hit the time clock up there, the shot clock. So I do not get why that they did not call that. Bad call by the refs.
As the freshman Maria Dunn set to check in here for Mia Villard. Guerrero brings the ball up here.
I just really hope this game does not come down to the 2 points or less.
As Guerrero thought she drew the foul here. Bring it up, pushing in numbers. Here we go. Eastern Connecticut. Looking for Ann in the paint. Trying to make a play at Larry. And is able to do so as they tie the game up again at 14 apiece here with 125 left in the quarter.
Something that's been benefiting Eastern Connecticut here tonight has been the foul calls going their way.
Absolutely here. As Anna is able to push in transition and connects on the layup. Tough defense right there. Got in the passing lanes and was able to make play on a very sloppy pass there by the anchor woman. Gavin bringing the ball up down to 14-16 with a minute left in the first quarter of play here. Guerrero on the wing. Screened by Larry.
They are definitely feeling the pressure now.
As the basket will not count, as that appears to be a foul on the floor there.
What a shame. And that was a great move there.
As Corsonetti and Booth set to check in here for the anchor woman.
I am shocked they didn't put Booth in sooner. Booth is a great player when she's on the court. She can grab boards as well. When her and McBurrow out there, forget about it. It's game over.
Absolutely. Corsonetti, again, another hustle player. Always gives maximum effort on plays, and it always shows for the anchor woman. She gets the inbound. Corsonetti looking for Booth in the post. Corsonetti shot fakes, gives it back to Booth. Knows she's a shooter and connects it right away. The anchor woman take the lead back up 17-16.
The last home game in which I called, I brought up the point about McBooth not being the best shooter in the world, but when she has those shots and she's wide open, she should take advantage of them, and that was a great shot right there.
That's Anna giving it to Sabrina. Back to Anna. It's a wide open layup there on a bad angle on the reach there.
Eastern Connecticut finally figured out, take advantage. Down low.
Got a 17-18 score here for the anchor woman. Left with 10 seconds to play. Gavin holding it for one last play. Gives it to Brooke Young. Crosses over, finds Corsonetti on the wing. Shoots a three, misses a three. Durant is unable to connect, and that'll be the first quarter of play here. The anchor women trail 18-17 after one period of play.
The only reason ECSU, the Warriors, I should say, my bad. The only reason they're up is because that ridiculous call right there. That should have been out of bounds, and how the rest did not catch that, who knows. But it's absolutely ridiculous.
I mean, if you're the anchor woman, you can't be happy with how you've been playing defense, but you gotta be content with the way that you just said that one call that won't happen throughout the course of the game many times is the reason they're down by 1 point in a game where their best player hasn't played much due to foul trouble. So the anchor women gotta be happy and content with where they're at right now. Ready to see what happens in the second quarter of play. See if we see more difference or more of the same.
If I was Rhode Island College right now, I put McBurrow back in. If I put McBurrow back in, then it will be a much easier, calmer state of play for those anchor women.
Maybe coach is not believing in. Maybe doesn't feel like she could play without committing a third foul. Doesn't want to risk it in a game so close anyways. Maybe wanted to see. Oh, she went with your point as we see Booth coming in. I mean, as we see McBurrow's coming back on the court.
As you see Booth and McBurrow in at the same time, that's a very, very deadly combo, one on the court. So they should be getting a majority of the boards.
As Brooke Young inbounds it to Corsinetti. Looking for a play, directing traffic here. Corsinetti to Young, screened by Booth. She gets a tough contested mid-range and connects Brooke Young.
That is a great play set up. You have Booth at the top setting the screens for the pick and roll. She doesn't roll, but that's just a great play, and then you keep McBurrow down in the paint. That's very smart. I have two shooters in the corner. Awesome play.
Absolutely, as Julie in the corner gives it over to Sabrina. There's a foul on Corsinetti there. And very physical game early on here between Eastern Connecticut and Rhode Island College.
It has been a very physical game. But like I said earlier, it's going to come down to each and every foul call.
As Julie Keller gets a wide open jumper, is unable to connect. Booth there is fouled. Foul on Sabrina there. Bringing the ball up is Jordan Gavin for the Anchor Woman.
If I'm the Anchor Woman, I try to get Gavin some open buckets here.
She's been the high hand so far. They're going to call McBurrow for her third foul. Got called for a push-off. And again, just like I told you, a race that might have not been the smartest play there, as McBurrow immediately commits her third foul, and it's right back to sitting on the bench.
It definitely is a risk. You just need to try to be careful. And just to point out, McBurrow is already out of the game. She has been replaced by Larry. My bad.
Me on the side, looking at Sabrina, defended by Corsinetti. Good defense. Rebound by Larry, the newly checked in. Pushing the pace is Jordan Gavin. Looking for numbers. Gives it to Young on the wing. Didn't like the shot. Stepped it back. Rebound by Larry. Rolling Larry. Gets fouled. And one by Larry.
What a great physical play right there to convert the N1. Went up right with the ball. She knew exactly what she was doing.
Stepping up in place of the foul trouble-ridden McBurrows. And that's just how we were talking about. You made the analogy to the Celtics, and anyone on this team can contribute in meaningful ways when they are called upon and when they get a chance. And right there, that wasn't a play call for her. It was just a simple pick and roll, and she made a play happen out of nothing.
Definitely true.
Converts on the free throw there, as Durant is set to check in for Isabella Booth.
Booth is out of the game now. This is going to be a very interesting lineup here on the court. They don't really have that, as you would say, big person on the floor. They do have Larry out there, but we'll see what happens.
As Anna goes at Larry, unable to connect. Larry rebounded, gives it out to Corsinetti, pushing the pace, slows it down a bit. She doesn't like the numbers. Ready to draw a smarter play. Gavin out here looks at Larry, finding Brooke Young on the other side. Brooke to Durantes. Back to Brooke Young, shoots a three, top of the key, unable to connect on that. Mia rebounds for Eastern Connecticut.
This sort of small ball lineup they have out, it's sort of beneficial when it comes to offense, but here's the thing, it's gonna be very tough to grab boards. I believe the Anchor Women are capable of, being able to fight for the boards, being very aggressive, but just like right here, they're gonna try to take advantage of that inside.
As Mia's unable to connect, they're well defended by Larry. Corsinetti gives it to, great heads up play there by Lizzie Cretella.
Great hustle.
That's gonna have to do a little hopscotch over there to get the ball. Inbounding the ball is Corsinetti for the Anchor Woman. Sophie Guerrero check back in.
That's a big move for the Anchor Woman. She's been great on the offensive end tonight. She definitely knows how to get it done.
Corsinetti, top of the key. Gives it to Gavin. Play call, what's the play call here? Corsinetti looking for Durantes, shoots a jumper and makes it. Durantes with the contested three-pointer hits it, and the Anchor Woman lead by 7 here with 7 minutes to go, 25-18.
With this lineup, they're definitely going to have to take some chances with not having their big people like Booth or McBurrow in the game.
That's a great defensive play there by Jordan Gavin. Rejects it. Remains Eastern Connecticut ball. It's a great heads-up defensive play. Mia sets to inbound the ball for Eastern Connecticut.
Gavin in a way reminds me of Marcus Smart, another Celtics analogy. She can score the offensive end,
Durantis
but
gets
she's
her
a great
hands in the
defensive
lanes
player.
and right there steals the ball. Gavin pushing it up. Kick ball, but it will remain Anchor Women's ball anyways. Got 7 minutes to play and a timeout called here by the Eastern Connecticut team.
Timeout, Eastern Connecticut State, a 30-second timeout.
Call a 30-second timeout here.
For the rest of this quarter, I just want to see what's going to happen. I am very fascinated with the lineups that the Anchor Women are going to put in. This game, besides the fouls, is also going to come down to their lineup decisions throughout the rest of this game.
Curious to see how that plays out over the course of the game as well.
All right, fans, here comes Brittany with the switch cannon.
We're shooting t-shirts here.
Hey, when it comes to these big games, you have to have these promotions. We already saw the Wendy's.
And it went absolutely nowhere.
Quick.
See if we could do better on the second attempt.
That one hit in one of the banners up there. Please be careful. Mr. Gibbs will not be happy.
They shoot another one over there.
Oh, some lucky fan grabbed one.
Chaos erupting. The other side feeling a little bit left out right now. Can't be too happy if I chose to sit over there.
I wish I was a spectator at the moment.
And ironically, the person sitting is the person who won it. You guys set to continue play here. 6:57 left in the second half, in the first, at the end of the first half.
As you have Larry, Galvin, and Guerrero in at the same time, you have probably 3 of your best offensive players. It's going to be fascinating to see what they do. They need to take advantage of that. There's going to be 3.
As Durantis takes the matchup, doesn't like what she sees, pulls it back out to Gavin, swings it over to Guerrero, top of the key.
There are definitely going to be some 3s that we're about to see attempted here.
As Guerrero mistimed the jump, could have had a rebound there. Pushing the other way are Eastern Connecticut. Julie Keckler with the ball. Gives it over to Lizzie. Gives it to Mia. Could have been a pass, so I'm sure with Davin there. As Corsenet brings it up the other way, swings it to Gavin.
You got to admire Guerrero's play here. Now, even though she is one of the smaller players on the team, you got to respect her aggressiveness and her ability to go to the bucket.
The shot won't count there as Larry's called for the offensive foul. We have Julie Keckler bringing the ball up for Eastern Connecticut. Hands up play there.
Great defense again. That's what we've been seeing it a lot tonight.
Jordan Gavin knowing where to be at the right time and able to make a play on the game.
No, Galvin has definitely been the contributing factor here on defense when McBurrow is not present.
As a 3 shot by Julie Keckler goes in. Larry inbounds it to Gavin. Pushing the other way is Gavin. Being defended by Sabrina. Being defended by Julie Keckler, excuse me. Rebound by Larry, puts it up, unable to connect, gets a rebound a second time. Corsenetti opting to slow it down.
What a great offensive play by Larry right there. Great board, fighting for that.
Corsenetti being defended well in the corner. Durantis Euro steps her way through, unable to connect there on a tough shot.
What a great take though, that was very nice.
Nifty move there, unable to finish there, however, as Julie Keckler bringing the ball up again, gives it to Lizzie. Durantis overcommitted there, unable to get it, and Anna Berry cheats by. Larry pushing the ball up, gets it back. Fight here on the floor. They're gonna call an early jump ball on that one. It will be Anchor Woman ball.
What great aggression though right there by Larry. Larry has been impressing me tonight with her role as playing as one of the big men for the Anchor Woman.
No ball possession to Eastern Connecticut.
As Anna gets an easy play off the inbound, unable to connect. Larry gets the rebound, gives it to Gavin, swinging the other way, running in transition. Finds Brooke Young in the corner, wide open on the wing, unable to connect. Larry nearly rebounded again, but she was boxed out.
Larry
Anna brings it in, being defended by Brooke Young, unable to connect. Rebound by Gavin, pushing the other way.
Larry's been impressing me tonight. So far, I am very impressed, and I think her play as well is going to be a reason, if they win, why they win.
They're showing the energy plays on the work. So it's tough take there by Sofia Guerrero, unable to get the foul call, but converts on a tough acrobatic shot there.
Right there, we see it again. Guerrero taking those opportunities and going for those tough baskets in the paint.
Absolutely. You see normal shots as a bad pass there. As Gavin unable to connect. It will be a turnover, however. Booth set to check in for Larry. Well-deserved rest there.
Definitely well-deserved. Larry has been very impressive.
She left it marked that game there. Durant is set to inbound the ball for the Anchor Women. 4:14 remaining here in the quarter. Gavin top of the key, gives it to Booth. Set up at the free throw line, posting up, gives it to Durantis for three. Doesn't take it. Guerrero takes it, however, unable to connect it. Brooke Young nearly came in crashing for the rebound, unable to connect on it. Julie Keckler bringing the ball the other way. Gives it over to the wing, top of the key. Swings it the other way. Gives it to Lizzie. She traveled, however, before getting fouled. Will be another turnover here for Eastern Connecticut.
Great call right there by the refs.
Absolutely. And Sabrina is set to check back in for the Eastern Connecticut team here. Danielle O'Brien here is set to guard Brooke Young on the corner. Battle of the threes going on here.
It's funny to see Booth. She's a really great player from what I've seen and from what I've read. But last game, do you know how many boards she had?
I'm unaware. Sophia Guerrero gets called for an offensive foul there. The Anchor Women lead by 7 with 3:31 remaining left.
Last game, Booth had 0 boards. Larry, 15. Larry has definitely stepped up for this Anchor Woman team when they need those boards.
Absolutely, especially now more than ever, playing against the top-seeded team with your best player not playing due to foul trouble.
If you're looking at the score right now and from what you've seen so far, you got to be very impressed by the Anchor Women's play.
It's Booth right there. Neely had her first rebound, gets called for a push-off.
Number 31, Isabel Booth, her first team's women.
Packed crowd here today. Fans showing out here supporting the Anchor Women in conference play against the best team right now.
Coach asking what the call was. I am also uncertain of what the call was.
Called an over-the-back foul. Unable to connect on the first free throw is Maria Dunn. Second one coming up here right now. Able to split the free throws, makes the second one.
Smart move by the Anchor Women by not putting McBrough back in the game, but also it's very risky with not having Larry out there to take over that role.
Absolutely. I mean, it's a risk you can't be willing to take with 3 fouls already in the first half as Brooke gets blocked on a shot attempt. Gonna get a second chance here. Inbound Guerrero on the wing. As Gavin here with 5 seconds gonna have to scramble and make a play out of nothing here. She does so, doesn't get the foul. Guerrero gets fouled, puts the ball up and gets fouled.
That was smart right there. Guerrero realized that there was a defender on each side of her, was not able to get that ball out. Them having their arms out, she took advantage, jumped up with that ball, going for that, looking for that foul.
Knew somebody was gonna have to commit the foul on her. Great heads up play by there, but even more so, again, the smallest person on the court, probably the smallest person on the court right now getting the rebound, and she's unable to connect on the first free throw. Going up amongst the trees and able to walk away with it. Able to make the second free throw as we got Larry coming back in here.
Here we go. Very smart by coach putting Larry back in the game. They need those boards from her.
Stepping in there for Booth. Eastern Connecticut here trailed by 7 with 2:37 left to play in the first half. Julie looking for a play, gets all the way to the basket, forces an erratic shot, and it's able to go in.
Bounce it out, bounce right back in.
Lucky play right there as Gavin coming the other way here. Seeing if they could keep growing upon the lead. Guerrero finds Larry.
Looks like there was some confusion there a bit at first between Larry.
And Guerrero didn't like the take. Instead gets blocked by Anna coming the other way.
You got to give it credit though, going for that tough take. Like she's been doing all night.
Great heads up defense. As Gavin gets on the floor, gives it over to Brooke Young, who finds Guerrero, who takes the layup and makes it.
What a great play right there.
Great
Able to
play.
get that layup out of that position and she was in. I
Great
was
to
not
get the ball
expecting that. I was expecting Gavin to hold onto that ball.
Coming from again, Gavin putting her body up on the line, getting the Guerrero's call for a foul, but again, Gavin there putting her body on the line, getting to the loose ball first and making a play out of nothing. 1:35 left to play, Anchorwoman up by 7. Early on, it's been the Guerrero, Larry, and Gavin show.
It definitely has. And I give them a lot of credit for able to take over this game and maintain a lead against the #1 seed without your top player, McBurrow, being out on the court.
Absolutely. So unable to connect on the first free throw is Lizzie Cortella, the senior guard. Splits the free throws again, and they cut the lead down to 6. 1:31 left to play. Jordan Gavin getting instructions from coach. Used to be a double screen on either side for Gavin. Finds Brooke Young wide open for 3. Unable to connect on it. They're gonna call another over the back foul again on Isabella Booth.
They need to be careful. McBurrow not being in or Larry. They're gonna have to be careful for those fouls. They're definitely gonna commit them. Look, trying to get those tough boards.
They're in the bonus here, so that will be free throws for the remainder of the half. All 1:19 left of it. As Mia set to go back to the free throw line. Seven early for Mia, making it still 7 after she misses the first one.
She needs to make these if they want to have some momentum going into the half.
Absolutely. Splits the free throws, cutting the lead again. It's 5. Gavin getting crash in the full court. Gives it to Corsinetti.
Very interesting by them playing this press defense against the Anchorwoman here.
Absolutely. Anchorwoman, no strangers to seeing the press if they've seen it more times than not here. Blocked again by Anna. Bringing the ball up the other way is Julie.
They're definitely going to look to try to tie this up or get a lead by the half.
That's my bet too. Anna gives it over to Sabrina. As Mia draws a 3rd foul on Isabella Booth. So it's been the story of foul trouble here for the big man on the Anchorwoman.
Yes, it has. Some going with them, but mostly against them.
It's going to be a combined 6 fouls between the two. 45 left to play here. Splitting the free throw again is Mia. So we got a sub here for the Anchorwoman. Melisha Mooney coming in for Isabella Booth.
I think the biggest problem for this Anchorwoman, as pointed out, and the most obvious thing is that McBurrow has not been able to participate as much as they probably would like her to because of foul trouble.
Corsinetti gets a wide open jumper again, blocked by Anna. I believe that's her 3rd. Getting the ball up is Jordan Gavin. Anna finding her way to be at the right place.
If I'm the Anchorwoman right here, I'm just trying to run out the clock as much as possible. Just try to go in the half and maintain that lead, give them some momentum. But they've definitely been under pressure, and we can tell based on their play.
As McBurrow's here set to come in for one final play of the half.
What a risky call. If I was coach, I'd put in Larry.
Again, opting to hold the ball for this last possession, so going to your best offensive player in the post.
Absolutely about it.
You have to believe this play has to be going to her as Gavin holding the ball up. Probably not going to move till about 10 seconds left on the game clock. Going to 8, sets the screens, Durantes. Giving Brooke Young the 3 in the corner, makes the 3. The Anchor Women are going to go up 33 to 26 in the first half, and that'll do it here.
Yeah, that was definitely the deciding factor, that 3 right there, giving the Anchor Woman an edge going into the half.
Again, even if McBurrows didn't do anything on that play per se, maybe her presence in a way could have affected Eastern Connecticut to the way that they zoned out and they keyed on her, and that
without a doubt.
Gave Brooke Young the wide open shot she needed, and she was able to hit it to connect the half and to close the half out.
I think without McBurrow, that shot may have not been available for the Anchor Woman.
Absolutely not, but we will be right back here, and we will come back for the second half of play.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to half court, where tonight the athletic department is excited to recognize some of Rhode Island College's outstanding faculty. During the fall 2019 semester, Rhode Island College student athletes each picked a faculty member who has been instrumental in their success in the classroom. Members of the Rhode Island College Student Athlete Advisory Committee and President Frank Sanchez will now greet each faculty member to commemorate tonight's occasion. Sharon Galloway, nursing. Lisa Connolly, nursing. Beth Shin, history. Donald Bianco, arts and sciences. Joanne D'Alessandro, arts and sciences. James Cavalla, history. Carl Benzinger, history. Joanne Schneider, history. Greg Golden, history.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to action here at the Murray Center. I am David, the color commentary person. I am joined by my colleague right here, Jen Front.
As we're set here to check back up. Here in the second half here, as the Anchorwomen lead by 7 points here, seeing if they could build up on it, get more of the same, or will the Eastern Connecticut team make a furious comeback? Think to know already, we're seeing how McBurrows plays here early on in the start of the second half. We know she's been plagued by foul trouble, unable to make an impact here on this game, and we're seeing how it's going to lead today.
Yeah, without a doubt. It looks like from what the starting lineup that's on the court right now, looks like McBurrow is going to be in the starting lineup. And if her and Larry are out on the court, that is very effective for the Anchorwoman.
As a traditional Anchorwoman lineup here, setting out to start the second half of play here. As we saw the same starters here as well for Eastern Connecticut here. A 7-point duel here between the top-seeded Eastern Connecticut team and your Rhode Island Anchors.
I made the analogy earlier to the Boston Celtics. The Anchorwomen, just like the Celtics, what their problems is they have trouble coming down to the stretch at the end of the games and holding on to a lead to maintain a victory.
Absolutely. It's curious to see how early on how we start the second half going here, as we have Julia Kelly set to start to play here, giving it to Mia at the top of the key, swinging it over, giving it to her fellow teammate, giving it back to Mia, set to make a play here. As Julie makes the play, finds Lizzie in the corner, finding Anna down low, swinging it to Mia, gets an easy play, and that's not the kind of defense you want to see from the Anchorwoman right there, failure to put a hand up.
No, it's not. McBurrow right there, and I believe it was Govin who was down with her. They double-teamed, and that left the center wide open.
Warren double-team that led here, as McBurrow finds Sophia Guerrero on the wing, gives it to Gavin on the top of the key, gives it to Brooke Young, trying to create a play as Larry takes the mid-range jumper and hits it.
What a great
Larry
hit.
there. Unsung here, I mean, she played really well in the first half. It's translating fairly well with the 7 points she has, but that's not where she's made her big impact. It's been on the glass. As you've seen her stretching out possessions, ending possessions for the Anchorwoman, getting the rebound. As the kick ball there comes out, 8:55 left to play.
Oh, without a doubt.
As we have Lizzie Critella set to inbound the ball here for Eastern Connecticut.
I think something to watch out as well. Larry tonight, she already has 9 rebounds and 7 points. She has been getting it done on both ends.
As Julia Eckler there, unable to connect there on the 3, as Gavin bringing it up the other way, looking for a play, finds Brooke Young on the sides. Fouled before the shot was Brooke Young's there. Fouled there by Julia Eckler.
First team foul of the third quarter.
This day yells on Lizzie Critella.
Guerrero within the first half scored 10. Let's see how she does here on the offensive end, here in the second half of play.
I think Burrows, they're making plays. You get another foul. In a matter of 10 seconds there again, Lizzie Critella, lack of awareness there, makes 2 fouls. To get Jordan Gavin there making a play.
Right there again. It's not Booth, it's not McBurrow, it's not Larry, but yet the Anchorwomen are still able to get boards though, even when those players aren't in. Or when those players are in.
There's Gavin creating a play, finds Brooke Young, feeds McBurrows on the post, and already making her appearance known with 2 points early on. And even though this has been her first basket, she's been double teamed a lot in the post, which has caused people to rotate off of her and find easy open plays for her teammates.
If McBurrow is able to score like that for the rest of the night, it's going to be game over.
It's great hands-up defense there by McBurrows, not committing the fouls. Gavin sets to inbound the ball to Sophia Guerrero, feeds it back to Gavin.
You pointed out she's not committing the foul. She's trying to be very conservative here. Sorry, my bad. But she's trying to be very careful here, not committing the foul.
Yeah, she cannot afford to make an errant foul here, as Brooke Young shoots the 3 and makes it. Anchorwomen lead up to 10 here, is the largest lead of the night for them.
Brooke Young hasn't been too present here tonight. It's nice to see that she's finally started to show some signs of life.
There's Gavin here picking up Jude. Air balls. Brooke Young is bringing the ball the other way, pushing it, finds Guerrero, doesn't like it, gives it to Larry, top of the key, who finds Gavin on the other wing. Trying to clear out is McBurrows. Making the plays, McBurrows, who makes it, takes a tough contested hook shot and is able to connect. Lead up to 12 here for the Anchor women. Eastern Connecticut doesn't like what they see, is gonna call a timeout here. So what have you been seeing here from the Anchor women at the start of this half?
What I'm seeing at the start of this half is a nice, calm lineup. Now, with going into the half, we saw them, they were very flustered because of the absence of McBurrow. Now with McBurrow being in the game and also Larry at the same time, those two people are able to grab those boards for them, which are much needed. They are very calm and not worried as much.
Absolutely, we're seeing a lot. We're seeing hounding defense by them. They're making it a focal point for them to attack the paint, and they've been doing so already as McBurrows quickly avoiding foul trouble, avoiding the fouls committed here in the second half. And she's already got herself 4 quick points. And even when she's not scoring, like I said, she's making the right play, getting everybody involved, and the lead is growing here, and it shows.
Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Like I said, McBurrow is the deciding factor within this game.
Absolutely.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to beat the burger. Now we have Riley Clancy, and she will have to race the burger, complete a layup. If she does, she will win a Wendy's gift card. Are we ready?
Saying the burger loses.
On your mark, get set, go!
I'm picking the ref. Yeah. Oh my god.
Use the box.
Finally connects on her 5th attempt.
Put me in, coach. I'll be the burger. I'll show how a layup is done.
It's got to be tougher than it looks, because no one who's, unless it's the same person in the suit, they have not been able to do anything.
Put McBurrow in the suit. She knows how to get a layup done.
Absolutely, as Durant checks in from McBurrows, not risking the foul. We're riding the high tails, and we're going to see if we can build up on this lead without her.
And well, Larry's in the game right now, which should be fine. She should be able to take care of what McBurrow usually does, is to grab those boards and play great defensive in the paint. So it won't be too bad, but there's still some pressure on the Anchor woman. There's still some confusion.
Absolutely, as Mia attacking Larry straight up, connects on the foul, and it counts.
I don't know. That's a tough call right there made by the refs. So like her arms were up. The foul was not committed, but we'll see.
Referee's going to give him the call and taking advantage of it. Mia connects on the tough layup. Going to get free throws here coming up for her. As she has a quiet 15 here for Eastern Connecticut. Nearly half of the points have been all her. And she connects, making it 16.
If you think about it, throughout this game, it's been the Anchor woman majority of this game on the offensive end. But Eastern Connecticut, though, they've been really quiet, though, and subtle, and they've been able to score, though.
Absolutely, not refusing to give up so far. It's seeing if they have more fight in them, as Brooke Young gets called here for a travel.
I am heading out here, folks, but please enjoy the rest of this game here on Anchor TV.
As we have here, Sabrina giving it over to Julia. It will be out of bounds going to the Eastern Connecticut team. Set to inbound it is Sabrina for Eastern Connecticut. Inbounds it to Anna, who swings it over to Julie, who gives it over to Danielle, who gives it back to Anna. In the post, shot fakes Larry. Unable to connect on that. Durant gets the rebound. Pushing it is Gavin. Doesn't like what she sees, so she opts to slow it down. Brooke Young on the other wing shoots a 3 and makes it. Lead back up to 12 for the Anchor woman. So again, like we've been seeing, it's just failure to close out for Eastern Connecticut, and it's been showing so far on the scoreboard. As Mia attacking Larry, unable to connect. Rebound by Sabrina, who gives it over to Julie, shoots the 3, unable to connect. Brooke Young running for it, corrals that loose ball, and she's pushing it the other way, being guarded by Danielle, full court. Danielle being double teamed, swings it over to Guerrero on the wing. Opting to run a play here, coming to the top of the key. Doesn't like what you see. Finds Brooke Young wide open. Shot fakes. Gavin in the corner. Takes the 2. Rebounds are unable to rebound her shot. Nearly had it. As Julie tosses the ball up court. Gives it to Sabrina. Miss Danielle there. Gives it to Mia at the free throw line. Shot fakes. Finds Anna. Being guarded by Durantis. And is fouled here. As she's going to get 2 free throws coming up here. So this Eastern Connecticut team not taking it, not lying down yet. Still giving a fight, and they're going to show that so far as we get a stoppage of play here as the timeout is called here. Durantis gets called there for the foul. And when we get back, we will see free throws for Eastern Connecticut, seeing if they could cut this lead down to 10 with 4:51 remaining in the quarter. We see what happens, but early, I mean, the start of this half, we've seen a lot of more of the same for the Yankee women, riding Larry's productivity on the floor. She's done a good job of getting rebounds, playing aggressive defense, and it's been showing so far with her rebound total. She's made a big imprint on the game right now, and she's going to continue to do so, and in dire need to do so with McBurrow is in foul trouble, not being able to risk getting her 4th foul here as we're about set to set back into action. As Anna is set to get her free throws. This will be Anna Berry, the sophomore guard out of Andover. Misses the first free throw. See if she can bounce back and hit the second. And she does, splits the free throws. It's been a common theme for Eastern Connecticut. You're leaving a lot of gimme points on the board right now. So you have Jordan Gavin running it up the floor. Finds Greer on the wing, gives it back up to Gavin, top of the key. Sees Brooke Young, who feeds Durantis, trying to find Larry in the post, unable to do so, as Larry nearly saved the possession there out of nothing, unable to do so. Sabrina inbounds the ball in over to Julie Keckler. Directing traffic for this Eastern Connecticut team, she is. Finds Danielle on the wing. Cross-court pass to Julie. And connects on a long-range 3, cutting the deficit down to 8 minutes left to go with 4:15 remaining. Jordan Gavin is set to make the play. Gavin, top of the key, finds Guerrero on the wing, shot fakes. Shot fakes again, Durantis shoots a mid-range jumper, unable to connect on it. So Anna is able to corral the ball. But we've seen so far, at least, Eastern Connecticut is getting these threes. It's just a lack of will they be able to make them when the time comes. Only time will tell, but they're within striking range so far in this game, and still a lot of basketball to be played as Mia connects on a tough layup right there, bringing her totals to 18 here, cutting the deficit down to 6 for Eastern Connecticut. Brooke Young here on the wing. Gives it to Guerrero on the other side. Finds Gavin wide open in the corner. Airballs the 3. Mia corrals the rebound. Gives it over to Julie, who finds Anna down court. Unable to connect on that one is Sabrina as Durantis pulls it back out wisely. Gavin pushing in transition. Stolen by Danielle on a missed time pass. A little lackadaisical there. Could have maybe waited a second more, see if she found a better read. As so Julie Keckler there is fouled there by Durantis. As McBurrow set to check back into this game for Durantis. Interesting to see with 3 minutes left to play, can she avoid her 4th foul here for the Yankee woman? The Yankee woman in dire need of her with this massive surge here from Eastern Connecticut. Inbound to Julie, being guarded by Gavin, who swings it to Sabrina, finds Anna. Looking for Danielle at the top of the key. Finds her. Gives it to her. Trying to make a play. Gavin nearly saw the pass, but unable to react to it in time. Danielle in the corner 3. Missed out. No good. Offline, and Gavin rebounded, pushing it the other way. Didn't like the pass there, so she opts to slow the ball down. Guerrero wide open. Doesn't take it. Looking for someone. Larry went right through her hands. Luckily for her, Gavin is able to corral the ball there. There's Gavin there looking for someone to give the ball to. Larry. Not a lot of action here going as Gavin creating something from nothing. Nearly had it. Both anchor women, Larry and Gavin, both jumped at the same time. Could have led to an offensive rebound if they didn't have that miscommunication there. And at the three-point line, gives it to Danielle on the other side. Finds Sabrina at the top. Right corner is Julie Keckler with the ball. Danielle being guarded by Guerrero. Anna looking at the mid-range, finds it, gets wide open, and is able to connect on it. As the 12-point lead has been cut down here to 4, and the anchor women want a timeout. They've just been collapsing on defense here so far, and we need to see a better display of them if they're going to want to build back on this lead and close this game out. With 1:47 here in the third quarter, I mean, this quarter we've been seeing a different Eastern Connecticut team. They've been able to hit more of the mid-ranges they've gotten, keep it playing from within and attacking the mid-range. The mid-range to the post area, feeding Mia a lot, and she's been their best player so far with 18 points early on. And they're going to continue to do that and see where they end up. This team is ranked #1 for a reason. The anchor women need to bounce back and absorb this punch if they're going to be able to come out with a victory here in the end. Curious to see any adjustments that coach is going to be able to make due to this. Because of this Eastern Connecticut juggernaut. Brooke Young inbounds it to Jordan Gavin, top of the key. Eastern Connecticut opting for a zone defense here. Isabel Booth finds Brooke Young in the corner, shoots a 3, nearly had it offline. McBarrow is unable to tip the ball to another anchor woman for another possession. Julie on the side finds Danielle, being guarded by Isabella Booth. Sabrina finds Anna, who finds Julie Keckler on the other side. Mia nearly forced another possession, and she will there as McBarrow was unable to connect it, so she instead opts to slap that out of bounds. With 1:16 left to play here in the quarter. Corsinetti checked in for Sofia Guerrero during the timeout, along with Isabella Booth for Larry and Guerrero. Jordan Gavin pushing the ball the other way, sees Corsinetti on the wing, doesn't give it to her. Off the other side, Isabella Booth wide open in the corner, airballs a 3. McBarrow doesn't want to commit the foul there. Great play, great decision by her, not worth taking, not a risk she'd want to take there. As Julia Keckler gives it to Sabrina on the right wing, who finds Danielle on the corner, finds me at the free throw line, looks for Anna in the low post, well defended by Isabella Booth, and forces a bad pass, which leads to a turnover. Anchor woman will gain possession here with 35 seconds left to play in the third period. As Maria Dunn set to check in for Mia Villard. Anchor woman got to get a smart play here. Corsinetti, who finds Booth, who finds Gavin wide open for 3, unable to connect. And Julia Keckler is running the other way. What would be the last shot of the game? As Julia Keckler here attacking McBarrows, rejected by McBarrows, but instead they're going to call that a foul, much to the disappointment of the fans here in the Murray Center. Don't see where gonna give her the foul on that. Thought it was a clean block here. As Ayana Ward, the sophomore forward out of Waterbury, is set to check into this game for the first time, taking the place of Anna. Julia is able to hit the first free throw, cutting the deficit to 3 with 4.8 here in the quarter. And makes both of the free throws. It'll be a 2-point deficit for the Eastern Connecticut team with 3 seconds left. Galvin gets fouled on a 3-pointer. Bad defense there by Eastern Connecticut, knowing it's not enough time there, forces up a tough shot, but instead they're going to opt for the foul, and that's going to be 3 free throws for Jordan Galvin. That's just a blatant error there.
All right, gentlemen, check me to speed here. What's going on here?
Right here, we've been seeing McBurrows in foul trouble, has 4 fouls here. Hasn't been able to get a rhythm. Larry has been cutting up the slack, getting all the rebounds for the team. Gavin's been the leader. She's always been, as right now, with 1 second left in the quarter, she forces a tough foul on a half-court shot and is able to get 3 free throws out of it.
No kidding. Well, obviously, this is an absolutely, I'm sure you guys talked about the magnitude of this game for the Anchorman today. Obviously, playing against the conference. I'm trying to set up my headphone amp, I'm sorry. I'm trying to set myself up here. Obviously playing against the first-ranked team, and obviously it's been back and forth game. I haven't really been able to watch much of it as I just got here, but interesting. So in the third period?
This is going to be the start of the 4th quarter right now.
Oh, 4th quarter starting as I'm getting here just in time.
Close game as the Anchorwomen, bit of a bad quarter.
Really? Okay, so so how's this game been? Where were we at half? What have we been seeing so far,
The
Jennifer?
Anchorwomen, they started off very well the game. They were up by as much as 12, but during the 3rd quarter, it all fell apart as Mia Villard for Eastern Connecticut has been leading the comeback for them as she has 18 for them. And they've been unable to, Anchorwomen had been unable to find an answer for her. She's been drawing fouls. She forced Larry into foul trouble early on, but she was able to bounce back. Haven't seen the same from McBurrows.
That's been number 24?
That's been that's Anna. She is actually number 45 for them. She's not in the game right now.
All right, well, obviously, it's a tough quarter here. We are getting in the playoff season here. We're getting real close to the postseason. Obviously, only, I think, about 2 more weeks left of the season.
Yep.
This is obviously their biggest test left on the regular season calendar. So it'll be interesting to see what they do. Like I said, I feel like I'm coming here just in time. Also, I'm really off. I've never actually done color for one of these games. I'm at a slightly different angle right now. I'm not as centered as usual, and it's.
If you want the keys to the team,
No,
you just gotta have.
No. It's okay. It's okay. I'm trying something new. Rolling in a little bit just in time. I think David just left, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so I come here just in time. So what are you gonna do?
Right. With 2 minutes left in the quarter.
I only come around in the 4th quarter now. That's
a good game to come to. 4th quarter, 3-point game up in a packed Murray Center. I haven't seen that a lot this season.
No, absolutely not. No, obviously the fans are starting to catch wind of this game, starting to catch wind of this team, and obviously both basketball teams doing good this year. RIC really with a big chance to host a home playoff game, so we'll see what happens here.
Absolutely, as Gavin here directing traffic, trying to see what the Anchorwomen could devise up here as they've struggled here as of late, trying to find a play. As Gavin on the wing gives it back to Durantes, who finds Guerrero. Guerrero, like always, you missed it. She's been leaving her footprints on the game like she always does, drawing a lot of fouls, getting rebounds, hustle plays. And she started off this game with a early 7 points. Well, the Anchorwoman fed off of for the rest of the game until now.
The evolution of Guerrero, at least in my time here, going from her last season where she was a good player, a good two-way player, now to becoming really being their leading scorer, averaging close 14 points a game, while still averaging 2 steals a game, by the way.
As Anna gets her own rebound there. Durantes great, forces a jump ball. The unofficial jump ball will go for the Anchorwoman as they should have, but never mind. There's been 3 jump balls I've seen, and none of them have gone the Anchorway's favor.
It's a hypothetical D3 jump ball. It's a weird thing. I've never really fully figured it out.
I thought they alternated between it like in high school, but
I don't know.
Guess not.
I think that's something to do with possession. I really don't know. I should know by now. I've never looked it up. I always mean to. Somebody told me one time. I forgot. There was a point when I knew the rule. That point didn't last very long. So
So right here, we've seen a defensive scheme the Anchor Women have deliberately thought of. They at first were opting to play a zone, and they were deliberately leaving the mid-range open, but they had to switch from that because the mid-range was keeping Eastern Connecticut in this game. As we get a nice play by Julia Keckler, turns it over, trying to find Mia Villard down low there.
No, and you're saying, I mean, the shift in defensive scheme, obviously a suffocating possession there for the Anchor Women, able to run them down to the shot clock. Instead of the mid-range game was what was killing them early in the game.
A sense of urgency that I had not seen from him so far on the defensive end.
Well, hey, real champions come out in the fourth quarter. You know, me, the Anchor Woman, a lot to like here in the Murray Center right now.
Absolutely, as Gary at the free throw line gets fouled there.
Oh, that's a good foul by
That's a good foul there.
Patea.
Forcing the foul there by Danielle.
Patea Larry, who was in my French class.
That's great foreign language there. It works there.
It expands the way you think, maybe expands the way you play the game.
Absolutely.
Smart, high IQ play there, drawing the foul in the
Putting
mid-range.
yourself outside of your comfort zone.
Exactly.
Getting comfortable with being uncomfortable.
Exactly.
She's unable to connect on the first free throw here.
I mean, Larry with 7 points so far. What are we looking at the rebounding numbers for her?
Rebounds I have not been keeping track of as well, but in my hand, if she's not already at 10, she has to be relatively close to having a double-double.
Well, let's just...
As they travel here for Anna.
Travel City, USA, back in effect. Here on a, what is it, Wednesday?
Wednesday the 12th.
Yes.
As Gavin here getting directions from the coach, calling for the play. It's going to be a double screen on either side.
Yeah, I saw the Anchor when I was watching the game earlier. They have been emphasizing that double screen, at least in the important games. It seems like it's something they only really go to when it matters, but that double screen action.
And it has been going well for them this game so far. It seems when they shy away from there as Gavin takes a tough run.
Oh, that was a killer.
It gets her own rebound, finds Brooke Young for three. Unable to connect there. Larry forces a bad foul there. It's going to be 4 on her.
Yeah, Larry now getting really into the danger zone here. And they obviously don't want to lose. They don't want
to lose her. Same with McBurrows. McBurrows hasn't been able to make an impact on this game. But in the limited time she has seen, she has been able to draw a lot of defenders, drawing double teams, making the right play. And as a result, her teammates have fed off of that. Unable to connect there, and Guerrero gets the rebound.
So coach probably waiting to deploy her a little later in the game, trying to get it in the crunch time. Hopefully, if Rick can just establish some kind of cushion right now, that would be huge.
Absolutely there.
Especially we're just letting them wait another few minutes, maybe to bring McBurrow back in to try and close things out. Obviously a 2-3 possession lead, gigantic right now, completely changes their lineup. Flexibility right now.
Great play by Gavin. Thought she drew a foul there. But yeah, I mean, if you're Eastern Connecticut, you got to be happy with where you are. They've put the Anchor One's best team in foul trouble. Haven't had the best game outside of Mia Villard, and they still find themselves only down by 4 with 7 minutes to blow.
Yeah, it looks like right here we're kind of seeing on these last few possessions, Gavin kind of really trying to take over offensively, which is different for her.
It's Mia forcing a foul. Think that's on Larry.
That's going to be big if it is.
Nope, Sonderantis luckily unable to get out of there unscathed.
But yeah, so far, last 2 possessions, Gavin really taking over, really taking some shots, which, like I said, is interesting from her. She's been a consummate team player, but right now, maybe in crunch time, the leader of the Anchor Woman, one of the leaders of the Anchor Woman, maybe really just trying to take things over, try and show the team the way.
And in the first half, she did more of the same, although she wasn't taking those shots. She was forcing plays and creating shots for her teammates, and it got them to the early lead I was able to talk about earlier as Julia Keckler unable to connect on the rebound. Sophia Guerrero.
Excellent play there by Sophia Guerrero.
Draws a great foul there, hustling for that rebound there.
Listen, the hustle stats on Guerrero are I can never say enough good things about that player.
She always has a knack for finding herself at the right place at the right time and knowing what to do when she gets a chance.
And that's standing at what, 5'2", 5'3"? Guerrero averages 5.5 rebounds a game.
How does that stack up on the team-wise?
I believe that might be good for 2nd or 3rd on the team. That is the good for 3rd on the team, right behind Larry and McBurrow.
Not bad from your guard.
No, absolutely not. No, I mean, like I said, Guerrero really a complete player.
Absolutely, as they find Durantis at the post. Gives it to Guerrero, trying to create a play, getting double team on the wing. 3-second violation on McBurrows, and that will be another turnover for the Anchor Woman.
Oh, that's killer right now. McBurrow getting back into the game, though.
So, yeah, we've seen a lack of offense here from the Anchor Woman. It's kind of stagnating towards the end of the 3rd quarter, leading up more into this 4th quarter. They've been sort of unraveling here.
Well, listen, in fairness, you're seeing that with the Warriors as well. They've also, I don't believe they scored since I sat down. I believe they
Absolutely not.
So really, you're just seeing both teams defending
That's
at
a great
McBurrow!
get blocked by McBurrows there.
And that's why you get her back in the game, even with 4 fouls.
Big down the stretch here.
Oh, what a play there by McBurrow. That's gigantic right now. That's how you get your team energized in a moment like this.
Gavin trying to force another play, finds Durances, gives it back to Gavin, top of the key. Opting to go one-on-one, finds McBurrows down low in the post, and is able to
what a
connect.
pair of plays there by McBurrow.
She's able to connect again. And when she has played, that's exactly what we've seen. In the limited touches she's got, she's been able on the post and attacking.
There's the Jordan Gavin we all know.
Absolutely.
Absolutely setting the play for her teammate there. McBurrow with the play on the offense.
Great interception there by Brooke Young. Gavin running the ball up on the other way, looking in transition, seeing what she sees. Brooke Young could be the focal point this possession. As Brooke Young on the wing.
Nice bounce pass there. Nice pass there by McBurrow. Sneaky good.
As Brooke Young nearly connects on it. Able to keep that in play as McBurrows finds Gavin, fouled.
Excellent basketball there by the anchorwoman.
Great play there by them right there.
Absolutely. McBurrow, what was that, her third, fourth rebound in the last 2 possessions? Getting the entire team involved in that possession there. And now Gavin's going to be going to the line.
2 free throws coming up here for Jordan Gavin, the leader of the anchorwoman here. And just like you were talking about that cushion, working their way towards that. I mean, it went from a 3-point game and then slowly got it up to 7, possibly 8 right here.
Exactly. No, and Gavin, once again, the lone 4-year player on this anchorwoman roster. Larry's the only other senior, but she's a transfer. But Gavin, just a longtime member of this team, really stepping up when it really matters, trying to get her team into first place.
I believe Julia being harassed there by Gavin.
She's smiling too. She knows what she's doing. She's feeling it right now. Look at her.
As Mia showing more of the same.
They get behind their back on that one.
My mic cut off. You can hear me?
Yeah, you're on. You're on, Jen, but don't worry. We can all hear you here on Anchor TV. Not simulcast on 90.7 WXIN tonight, though, because of the Radiothon for the Steve Irwin House. So tune into that after this doubleheader's over.
As Gavin at the top of the key finds Brooke Young on the wing. Is unable to connect on that 3. Great rebound by McBurrows. Forces the jump ball there.
She just bullied her opponent there.
As we're going to get a timeout here in this quarter.
Wow, Willisha McBurrow steps in and almost instantly completely changed the complexion of this game for the anchorwoman.
Absolutely here.
It's only
drawing possessions out of nothing when you need them most.
Only been 4 points in the last few minutes, but my God, do they feel gigantic.
Absolutely.
I am glad I got here when I did. Happy to be here with you, Chenfin, for the 4th quarter of this one. Once again, I'm not positive that they'll be in first place if they win this game, because they will still have 1 more loss. They will have the most wins in the conference. I'm not quite sure how the Little East Tiebreakers lost as the T-shirt throw is going.
You missed it. We've had a big show here.
I saw somebody racing a hamburger.
Yep, we've had a layup contest with a hamburger.
Really?
T-shirt shots.
Where's this hamburger from?
Wendy's.
Wow, I almost got Wendy's on my way here. Wow, Wendy's. I'm not going to say anything about Wendy's because they're not paying us, but.
No, they are not.
No, but interesting. I saw that and I was very confused. I thought that the hamburger had a severe disadvantage to the human man.
Great thing right there.
Wow.
They're set to come back here after this timeout. From this timeout.
So obviously coming back once again, the anchorwoman just huge couple of possessions there and still have possession of the ball. Larry's checking back in though. So McBurrow back to the bench. Still trying to save her again, which might be the right move right here.
Absolutely, as Guerrero gets the ball.
Especially they can
create something. Great shot fake.
No.
I don't think that was a travel.
No, that didn't look like a travel at all.
It was a great pivot.
That didn't look like a travel at all, and she looks like she knows it.
It's a great pivot there, and it's crucial possession right here. Coming down to the wire. Those 2 points will come to bite them.
Well, they might not. We don't know that yet, but my God, what a call there. As that
ball there
goes out of bounds. That one I saw.
The wildest one you missed in the first half, there was a ball that hit the top of the backboard, does not get called, and Mia instead picks it up from the floor and gets an and one.
No kidding. Well, sometimes these things happen. I'm not a believer in ref ball.
I'm not either, but Mia
Larry with a nice no?
Thought she took a charge.
Wow,
there.
I was about to say Larry pivoted on the with the switch on defense. Then I thought she drew the charge there. That looked like an outstanding possession from Larry defensively.
As Guerrero at the top gives it to Durantes, shoots the 3 and connects on it.
Oh, that's gigantic. Did Durantes start this game?
Oh no, she hasn't. She was the first sub off the bench.
Well, Durantes now with her first points of the her second points of the game. Excuse me.
She made a 3 early on in the big time. Again, her 2 threes have been in big moments.
That is big.
As Mia unable to connect there. Great rebound by Larry.
Larry didn't even bother trying to draw the charge. That was a revenge possession from Larry right there.
She knew it didn't work last possession, so why try it again?
Just tried to out physical them, and again with the travel on Guerrero. I'm not seeing any of this.
I guess we're not looking at the right place because I'm not seeing
do we have a WestCon film crew here?
They do. They've showed up at the same time as us.
I have been told that we're not allowed to film other team games at other home games.
When you're the #1 seed, I guess the rules are bent a little
Well,
bit.
hopefully they'll win this game now.
As Anna unable to connect there.
Oh, excellent two-man. They have Larry and McBurrow on the court together now.
Could be dangerous here, in foul trouble, but the Anchor women have to make it work here.
Last 3 minutes, this is when you do it. This is why you've been staggering the two of them. I think this is the right move here. Have them in down the stretch.
As Guerrero on the corner.
They've done everything right so far here in the fourth. At least setting themselves up.
Finds the screen, takes a banker. Great play there by Jordan Gavin.
Excellent basket there by Gavin. Anchorman now with a 9-point cushion here. Gavin with 12 points.
She's been more aggressive than we're accustomed to seeing for the Anchor room, but she was forced to do so, due in part to people like.
And now she has the ball again.
As Gavin's bringing the ball up the court again here for the Anchor women, up by 9 here with 2 minutes to play. Directing traffic, finds McBurrows, who feeds Guerrero, gets the screen for Larry at the top of the key. Gives it to Gavin on the left wing. Guerrero gets called a 3rd time for a travel.
And again, the Anchor woman just continuing to suffer these traveling calls here.
Absolutely here. That's 3 straight travels here called for Sofia Guerrero.
A gals again on Guerrero. I didn't even know. I was wait. So again, Guerrero really just racking up the frequent flyer miles. My God. Like I've told you a million times, Jennifer, we used to call this back in the day of 2018 and 2017. We used to call this place Travel City, USA.
For rightfully so. We've seen a lot of those. And
well, listen, I mean, the basketball teams have developed tremendously since those days.
Absolutely. Still showing at times signs of that former past. As we can see, they've had these certain streaks.
But you see, these have been weird calls on Guerrero. Again, I'm not one to complain about.
Besides the 3rd one, I don't think the first 2 were travels.
No, so I mean, I don't think that's going to discourage Guerrero here.
Absolutely not. She's not a player that lacks in confidence, and although the calls haven't been going her way, she's able to make the best of it, and she's going to.
And listen, I brought this up before, but her and Gavin both really just been smiling the whole time here.
Gotta have fun here when you're playing against competition this tough.
Just calm right here in the Merced. Listen, they've stepped up in big moments before. I mean, probably the other biggest game here was their game against UMass Dartmouth earlier in the season, the playoff revenge game. They were able to step up in that one.
We've seen them have these streaks when they step up during the big games, and you said the UMass game. And again here, facing the 1 seed, and they're getting it as McBurrows gets the rebound, gives it to Guerrero.
They're trying
to slow it down. They're trying to play full court defense here, and instead the coach is going to offer a smart timeout there, not wanting to risk anything there.
No, good move there by Coach Cosgrove. Don't give up the opportunity to get up by double digits. Don't give up that possession, because if they can convert here, can get up by double digits, that's
probably going to put the nail in the coffin right there.
That's real. I mean, ESU, the Warriors only with 1 timeout left
Absolutely.
Also, this fourth quarter really flying by so far. I mean, I'm sure we're going to see a giant slowdown now, as is customary in the game of basketball, but
Definitely.
as I offer my analysis on the game of basketball as a whole. But now the anchor woman not afraid to put their best lineup out there right now. McBurrow on, well, excuse me, no, Larry and McBurrow both on the cusp of double, not really on the cusp, but once again, Gavin, though, with 12 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, complete game from her. 10 for Sofia Guerrero, 11 for Brooke Young. Just the anchor woman right now getting it done.
And I've been impressed early on. Although she was in foul trouble, McBurrows doesn't get it in the stat sheets, but she has gotten a lot of those hockey assists, which she passes out, which leads to the assist, and she's doing that so far. And when she was playing as much as she has, the team has surely needed it.
Listen, McBurrow, I don't want to sound like our colleague David Blaze here and heap nothing but praise on Alicia McBurrow, but David Blaze, I believe the president of the Alicia McBurrow fan club. I'm not sure that's been confirmed yet. I'm not sure if that election's happened yet, but I mean, obviously, I mean, her passing though is underrated. You're right. We've seen some pretty passes from her here.
As Guerrero draws a foul there by
yes, finally on the right side of the
Keckler.
refs. Guerrero there on the right side of the refs, but still McBurrow, an underrated passer, able to just her ability to feed her teammates. Like you said, I mean, it doesn't show up in the stat sheets, but she does really help this offense keep going. She does help keep the floor spaced.
And even, again, like, when you have a player of that, with that big of a stardom, again, the team had to surely make a point to try to key her out. And when she was on the court in limited minutes, she was drawing double and triple teams, which led to the wide open threes of people like Durantis, who got one off of her, and people like Galvin, who were making plays for themselves, and Brooke Youngs. It gives everybody else kind of a little bit of more space to operate within the offense.
Absolutely, and Gavin now at the line. She's 3 for 5 on free throws today. She's able to convert that one. Anchorwoman up by 10 now. Really putting themselves in prime position to take this game.
So we're going to need something catastrophic if they're able to lose this game.
I'd have to agree. She makes the second. That's a clutch possession there by Jordan Gavin. That's all I have to say about that.
As Julie Keckler here trying to make a last-ditch effort here for the Warriors. As Anna try to draw a foul there, connects on a tough runner.
Still a double-digit deficit, though. Less than a minute to play.
As Guerrero laughing that off.
Oh, so Guerrero will be going to the line now. For a second, I thought that was a foul against her. Second, I thought they were going to call it against her. Call it a little bit of whiplash from me.
So we're going to get 2 free throws coming up for Sofia Guerrero.
I mean, I don't really know how much these free throws really matter at this point, but she misses that one.
I mean, it was a weird, for Eastern Connecticut, it was kind of weird to see them shy away from what kept them in the game for so long, and Mia Villard, and we didn't see as much as in the fourth quarter as I thought we were going to see.
Which is odd, too, given that the Anchorwomen were once again staggering their bigs, not putting their larger lineups on the court, staggering Larry, staggering Burrow. It seems like at the time that would be the time to take advantage of the
Absolutely.
lack of the Anchorwoman size. But you're right, they didn't, which is maybe something they're going to be talking about in the – they got it on film for Eastern Connecticut State, because once again, I guess that's allowed.
Which up to this point, that's what she was doing. That's why she was able to attack. At one point, both McBurrows and Larry had 3 fouls, and there was no big for her to be contended.
As Young rolls around on the ground, God. Young literally trying to wrestle the number 1 seed away from the competition.
She gets called there for the foul.
You know what? Show them that you mean business. I don't even mind that.
In a statement game, it was a very physical and a very defensive-centric game. And up until the fourth quarter.
Listen, these are the kind of games you got to be able to win in the playoffs, so it's nothing wrong with seeing that the Anchorwomen are capable of winning a game like this against top-flight competition.
As Anna takes a tough hook shot, misses it. Larry corrals the rebound. Almost loses the ball. Brooke wisely slows the pace down. Gavin squeezes by there, and she is fouled there by Lizzie Cortella. With 31 seconds remain, this is just a formality at this point. This game is pretty much done.
I'd have to say the same thing, Jenfrin, and we'll pull up the rankings. But with this, like I said, I'm not quite positive how the tiebreakers work in the Little East. I'm not positive, but with this, the Anchorman will go to 11-3 in the conference. Eastern Connecticut will fall to 11-2. They might still maintain that #1 seed for the time being, just because of maybe in Little East it works where the team with the least losses is up there. But either way, Anchorman now with their second victory of the season over this, or they're about to have their second victory of the season over this
great
team.
defense there by McBurrow, and Gavin is going to run this game out, and the Anchorwomen get a tough fought victory here against the top-seeded Eastern Connecticut Warriors.
Absolutely glad I was able to be here for the end of this one. Once again, so the Anchormen now with 2 wins over this team. They have a win over UMass Dartmouth. I believe 2 wins over UMass Dartmouth. If I can check the schedule, unless they still.
Pretty sure they won on the road there too.
No, they did lose on the road, but with 1 win against UMass Dartmouth. But the Anchorwomen, seriously, with great wins against the quality competition, they're going to be a force. They're a contender in Little East. I'm not afraid to say it. We're going to be getting some home playoff games here, Jenfrin, and I cannot wait.
I'm nothing but excited for that one, and rightfully so too. This team, the progression has only gotten better from when we did our first game here this year to now.
Only 2 games left against Keene State and WestCon. Neither of them really factoring into the playoff conversation. Actually, no, excuse me. Keene State actually, I believe, would actually make the playoffs now. But the bottom seed in the team, WestCon, second worst record in the conference. So this was the last test for playoffs, and we have barely 2 weeks until that starts. Anchorman, though, might be getting a bye. That's what they're playing with right here.
It's greatly needed too right here. If they could get a little bit of rest up here and make sure everybody's well rested going into the playoffs with the style of play the Anchorwomen have, it's great.
Absolutely, and coming up now to speak to us is, no, Sophia, get over here. Sophia Guerrero stepping up the chat with us. Oh my God. So Sophia, obviously your second victory of the year over this team. I mean, just what does this mean? Being the #1 seed in the conference twice now, wrestling, I don't know if you technically go to first in the standings yet, but I mean, it looks like you're going to be there.
Yeah, I mean, what it means is that we're the better team. And that's it. That's what it is. We're the better team.
Short words.
I mean, obviously, I mean, you guys, I mean, yeah, I mean, I think I know what your answer is going to be, but do you guys feel like you guys are the favorite in the conference right now going into things?
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, we swept them twice. Everyone thought that we couldn't, or they played bad last time that we beat them, but I mean, this says it for itself. So they're not the better team, we are. And that's it. We should be the #1.
All right, just the last thing. I mean, obviously, a couple of tough calls on you down the stretch in the final couple of minutes. But I mean, you were smiling the whole time. I mean, how do you keep your composure there? Because I barely can over here.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, refs like that, you just got to play it out, I guess. And I mean, hey, teammates were picking me up. Teammates play their hardest, so that's all that matters, man.
All right, I mean, we've got a big crowd here. I mean, just last thing, what's your message to all the fans here at RIC?
Yeah, we're #1 in the conference.
All right.
Not Easticon.
Thanks, Steve. Thanks, Sophia. Trying to figure out which one the headset is. I kind of don't know this. I didn't set any of this up. So Sophia Guerrero just saying it as it is, I guess.
Short and sweet. I mean, not lacking in confidence like we've said so far.
I'm trying to get her to do one of these games with me, actually. That was a short-term goal of mine this season. Looks like that might not be happening.
Not at all.
No, looks like that might not be happening, which is a shame. Wants Sophia to do one of those. Sophia also the one of the editors with me at the anchor. Oh my God, she is sweaty. Oh my God, look at the earpieces on this thing. Oh my God.
That's how you know he was working hard.
Yeah, I know. Hey, if you need confirmation on the hustle stats right there, we got another one for you. It's sweat on the headset. She's leading the team on that right now. So great talking with her. Big win. Huge victory there for the Anchorwoman. Just really not a lot left to say. I mean, that about sums it up. They're #1 in the conference right now. They look like they're going to be the favorite. The Anchormen also looking to get in a similar position. Just waiting for Coach Cosgrove, see if she's going to come talk to us. While we're waiting, see if she talks to us. She hasn't really talked to us a lot lately, but maybe this time, maybe she's in a good mood.
Tried it last time, it didn't work, so
I'm going to sit here. I'm going to make her walk by us. She's going to walk by us, she's going to do it. So that's going to be her choice. We're not making that choice for her.
We get another person to just stand there with the mic, see if she takes it.
But, I mean, just gigantic there. Huge win. Really glad I was able to be here for the end of that. Once again, cannot say enough good things about that. Cannot say enough about good things about you guys getting everything set up on the fly like that.
Absolutely.
Good work there. Still got to figure out what's up with this other team's getting the film stuff thing. Once again, I've been told strict no's by the conference on that, so I might need to kick the tires on that again. we have any road playoff games here coming up. We're gonna see if Coach Cobbs can talk to us. Hey, you can. You're more than welcome. Yeah. Facts came down from the big bosses. So Coach Cosgrove, I mean, just will be short and sweeter. We just talked to Sophia. So you seem to sum it up. I mean, just how's it feel right now? Being the number 1 seed twice in a row. Looks like you guys are gonna take that.
Yeah, it was awesome. I told the kids if you beat them twice, it says a big statement in the conference. When we beat them there, it was no mistake. And we beat them pretty good. And you know, I told them, I go, we have lapses and they haven't against some other teams. We've hit some adversity, but you know, I knew we weren't going down. We were just going up. And I'm just really proud of them.
All right, perfect. How do you feel about your team going in? Playoffs coming up next?
Feel great after that. Feel great.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, once again, short and sweet. Not a lot we really need to ask there. They said everything they need to say on the court, so I think we've said about everything we need to say about this game, too. So Jake Elmsley, Jenfin Rodriguez here alongside me. We'll be back in just about 15 minutes as the men's team takes on Eastern Connecticut State University, also trying to get in position for number 1 seed, and we will see you all in just a bit. And we are back here for the second game of this Rhode Island College basketball game doubleheader, live on Anchor, well not live, broadcast on Anchor TV. I'm Jake Elmsley, Jennifer Rodriguez here alongside me. We just watched the Rhode Island College anchor woman, Colette, wrestle the #1 seed away from Eastern Connecticut State University. And now the men's team stepping up, trying to do something similar here. The Anchormen are 8-5 in the conference. There are two other 8-win teams, UMass Dartmouth and Western Connecticut. And if they win here, they'll be a 9-win team. I don't know if that will make them the first seed. I do not know as much as I should about the tiebreakers in the conference, but either way, obviously playing to stay in the mix for that #1 seed, whether or not they get it here tonight. And Jennifer, they're playing an Eastern Connecticut team that is not in the playoff race right now, so this isn't quite, the matchup of Titans that we had.
We saw earlier, no.
No, but still an important game for the Anchormen, so. And Eastern Con still with something to play for, still with a chance to sneak in there, 5-7. Keene State is right in front of them at 6-6. So both teams obviously playing for seeding. One maybe playing for a little more than other, with a little more than the other, but let's see what happens here. But first, let's go to the PA system for our starting lineups. And we are here, Anchormen taking on the, what's their record here? Taking on the 9-12 Eastern Connecticut State University Warriors, trying to punch their ticket to a bye here today. But Eastern Con, they played them earlier in the year. They won that game, only by 3 though. That was a road game, so now they're back home in the Murray Center. So maybe we'll get another thriller here today, but who knows? So we'll see. I mean, just what are you looking for the team here today, Jenfrin?
I'm trying to see we're usually poised, and we've gotten kind of accustomed to seeing Keyshawn Jacobs and Sean Darby kind of take be the big parts of the offense, and we're seeing if they get out to hot starts, how hot the team could get, and if vice versa, if they're not able to get the shots going early on, who else is going to be that guy to step up for the team?
And to me, I'm looking for the team just to not overlook their competition here. Get this win. These wins are very important. These wins will just get them moving. 3 games left on the season. Just hope we see him keep the energy up as the tip-off coming, and Tim Dang loses it for the Anchormen. The ball now with Thomas Close. Ooh, Close is his last name. I have some fun with that one. So Close to the ball. Close passes it to McCarthy. McCarthy close to Colligan. Colligan with it. Colligan driving with the baseline. He pulls up for the jumper at the mid-range. Misses that one. Rebound by Darby, able to pick it up. So Darby with the ball now. He's been the leading scorer for the Anchormen, the freshman sensation. One of the top 5 scorers in Division III overall this year. As Dang takes the 3 ball, misses that one. Rebound by Colligan. So ball with Close yet again. Close being guarded by Darby. Close pass it to Thomas. Thomas inside to McCarthy. McCarthy tries to go, but he's blocked by Dang! So Tim Dang in there. He lost the tip-off, but he got the block on that one as Darby passes it to Dang. Dang blocked, but no, he's fouled.
It's a jump ball.
Oh, it's going to be a jump ball?
Got all ball.
Interesting. So it'll be a jump ball for Dang. I believe it will remain with the Anchormen because D3 jump ball rules barely make any sense. As the ball gets inbounded to Darby. Darby to Dang.
I saw 4 jump balls go to the same team.
As Bazile with the with the hook shot.
Hakeem.
Pretty shot there by Ben Bazile. Ball now with Close to Thomas. Thomas to McCarthy. McCarthy inside being guarded by Dang and Bazile. He has not been able to get any breathing room yet in this game as that ball goes out of bounds. So the Anchorman really making a point to emphasize to guarding McCarthy on the inside, and he has been averaging about 6.2 for the Anchorman, for the Warriors this season. As I have the Eastern Con very bad stat program up.
Yeah.
Ball out there with Close. Close to Muckle. This is his first touch of the game. Muckle to McCarthy. McCarthy takes the jumper and he makes that one. So a touch there from the big man. He's a big man, that Jake McCarthy. 6'8", 245. It's one of the bigger players I've seen here.
Indeed, 3.
I know, as that ball goes up by Darby. Misses that one. Rebound by Thomas. Thomas to Close to Thomas. Thomas driving. Thomas unable to convert a layup. Rebound by McCarthy, though. Misses that one. Rebound by Bazile. So Bazile and Dang both just parking themselves under the basket on defense so far tonight.
It's going to be needed a lot against a guy 6'8".
As Jacob steps back, and he makes that one.
Tough shot by Jacobs.
I think it would look like he was double teamed on that one. And he steps back into that 3 ball. So Jacobs got the Anchorman up by 3 now. Bazile ends up with the ball. Bazile passing back to Batista. Batista bringing up Batista on the drive. Batista, nice move there by him, and he's able to draw the foul. Switched hands on that one.
Style points almost worked right there.
I think that was all substance there, I'd say. Able to draw the, he might not have drawn the foul if he didn't switch hands.
Wouldn't have looked as cool, though.
He wouldn't. He got the foul and he looked cool. Not a bad combination as he makes the first free throw. That's even cooler. Would be cool if he made the second one. Second free throw coming here from Batista, and that one is up and in. So very nice possession there for Batista. Ball now with Close. Close being guarded by Darby. Bounce pass to McCarthy. McCarthy passed over to Thomas. Thomas to Close. Close passes inside to Thomas. Thomas driving, but he's blocked by Bazile. And really, him and Dang just seem like they get around any ball handle that gets anywhere near the paint. Welcome pass over to Batista. Batista inside to Bazile. Bazile being guarded by McCarthy. Bazile pass it out to Jacobs. Jacobs in the corner, takes the 3 ball, misses that one. Thomas with it now. Thomas passing it over to Close. Close out to Cooligan. Cooligan drives, looks for a jump, doesn't take it. Pass it out to Thomas.
Another block.
Dang and Bazile are just forces inside today. Oh my God, the inside defense of the Anchorman so far is mwah tonight as Batista drives from the corner, lays that one up, misses that one, tries to get the rebound.
Style points.
He tried to wrestle that.
It's a drug.
He tried to wrestle that ball away from McCarthy. I give him credit for that. That man's almost a foot taller than him, and he immediately transitioned trying to get that ball away from him.
Again, lack of height doesn't stop anyone with a big heart.
No, it doesn't.
Relentlessly.
I've told myself that one many times. So the Anchormen lead by 5 now with over 3 minutes elapsed in this game.
Back to your defensive player of the year.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Close with it. Being guarded by Darby. Close pass it over to Colligan. Colligan to Muckle. Muckle to Colligan. Colligan pass it out to Close. Close being guarded by Darby. Darby sticking to him.
Great deflection there by Bazile. Their Anchormen have been playing a suffocating defense so far, and Eastern Connecticut hasn't found an answer for it.
Ball passed out to Thomas. 8 seconds to go on the shot clock. Thomas is driving, blocked again. Another block.
He's going for a double-double with blocks.
I hope so. God, Dang is into something tonight. As Dang takes the 3 ball, misses that one. My God, was that Dang's 4th block? As that 3 ball is taken by Muckle. Misses that one, rebound by Darby there. He's still scoreless in this one. I have a feeling he's gonna try to get a bucket on this possession. No, pass to Batista, Batista driving. Bounce pass behind the back to Bazile, who misses the layup. Cool pass though.
Hey, he's got all the style points.
But Batista's feeling styling today. I don't know what it is.
Stick bigger crowds.
Hey, maybe. So Thomas gets over to Muckle. Muckle takes the 3 ball, makes the 3 ball. So Rick lead cut down to 2, 15:30 left to go in the first half of play. Batista with it. Batista passes it over to Darby. Darby to Dang. Dang loses the ball, but able to get it back, but loses it again. This ball now with Colligan. Colligan driving past it. No, doesn't pass it to his teammate. Lays that one up. We have a tied ball game at 7-all.
We're getting style points here with these finishes.
No kidding. Getting into that all-star break spirit a little too early here.
Not dunks, however.
No dunks. Yeah, I saw a dunk in warm-ups from the Warriors.
I saw a windmill.
Did you?
Yeah.
I didn't catch that. Oh, let's see if that comes to fruition here.
Unfortunately, we will not see that person play, it looks like.
As Vazil takes the 3-ball, misses that one. Rebound by Muckle. Muckle being guarded by Keyshawn. Ball now with Colligan. Colligan to Thomas. Thomas being guarded by Darby. Darby and Dang.
Another block by
and
Dang.
Then Vazil wrestles the ball away from the rebounder. And that ball's not going to bounce by Thomas. God, once again, just can't say enough. I mean, listen, those two are good defenders in the paint, but they've just been a force. I don't know if that's some kind of scheme thing. If coach just told them today, just hang out in the paint, don't move.
It's working so far, and rightfully so. I mean they keep positioning themselves in the right place to be able to make an impact.
They've held that very, very large human McCarthy to only 2 points, and that only point came in the mid-range. So really, the Anchormen dominating the paint defensively right now. Offensively, Dang and Vazil still looking to get something going. Dang is 0 for 3, Vazil 1 for 3, but defensively they're getting the job done. I don't have a total on those blocks right now, but I would love to see it.
It's got to be 5 or 6.
Something like that. Sadly, we do not have that on the website. But beggars can't be choosers. Once again, now the Anchormen coming out with that energy for sure, just trying to get the offensive game going, I think. So far today, they're 2 for 10. ECSU 3 for 13. So far, buckets have not been easy to come by so far. Anchormen 1 for 6 from 3.
And again, to Eastern Connecticut's credit, for as much as we've been raving about the defense, they still find themselves in a knotted-up game at 7 apiece.
No, absolutely. I mean, defense from both teams has been spectacular so far in this game. As Batista checks out. So coming to the floor now for the Anchorman is going to be Batista's still in. Never mind. No lineup changes. My mistake. But McCarthy out now for the Warriors. So they're taking him out. Maybe they're trying to go a little smaller now. They've been able to get nothing done inside. So Darby with it. Darby to Batista. 12 on the shot clock. Jacobs with now. He's a lone Anchorman player with a 3-ball. Pass it over to Batista. 9 on the shot clock. Batista driving. Batista passes it out to Vazil. Vazil 5 on the shot clock. Vazil driving. Vazil with a finger roll.
Points are in effect tonight.
They're trying to. Yeah. It's a pretty day to be in the Murray Center, I guess.
We've seen Eastern Connecticut try, and we've seen 2 players already from the Anchorman trying to get some foul points.
The nice fundamental finger roll on that one.
Look at that. A turnaround jumper could have been labeled style points
if it had gone in. As Thomas tries to lay that one up. Anchorman Vazil able to get that ball away. No, on the ground. No, they're able to get it away. Don't even try to go into the paint today.
Oh, he would have threw it behind the back behind the back pass right there.
Listen, all right, you can only get so many style points in one. You got to balance it out. You got to keep it special as that ball's knocked out. Will remain Anchorman's ball with 16 to go on the shot clock. 13:22 on the game clock for the first half of play. Listen, you can't have every play be style, because then where's the style?
The style is in the fact that not everyone could do it.
Listen, you can't make it look ordinary. You got to wow the people. You got to wow people with scarcity sometimes. So Darby with it, being double teamed, pass it over to Vazil. Vazil drives, and Vazil able to just muscle that one in. Since I said he wasn't scoring, he's gotten 2 buckets in the last minute. So Vazil coming alive now on the offensive end. Ball with Thomas. Thomas over to close to Muckle. They try to set the screen. Batista goes right around it. Sends that thing. On the floor now, Fowler. He loses that ball, though. Darby with it. As Darby tries to go behind the back way, loses the ball to Thomas, who goes out of bounds with it. Coach Glenn quick to point that one out.
That might have been a dunk.
If he had kept it. So who was the guy who windmilled during warm-ups?
Looking for him. The guy with the leg sleeves, white leg sleeves.
Has he played yet?
Oh,
Oh, the guy who's windmilling and dunks, who's not in the starting lineup, probably isn't going to play.
that's why I'm saying.
That's not a sign of somebody who's expecting minutes. So Darby with it. Darby tries to go behind the back. 10 on the shot clock. Pass it out to Bazile. Almost loses it. 8 on the shot clock now. Bazile being double teamed. He just drives. He tries to lay it up, and that one almost goes in. That would have been impressive. But Warriors ball now. Ball would close. 12-10 to go in the first half of play. 20 on the shot clock. Ball pass over to Colligan. Colligan steps into the long two. Takes the long two. Misses that one. Hits
That
the top.
same thing happened last game, and they said it was in.
Wow. That's kind of blatant. Well, now with Batista.
Yeah, if you're not the first sub off the bench after windmilling, call it.
As Jacobs turns around to the 3 ball. Doesn't make that one. Did all his dribble moves, though. Would have been stylish.
Telling you,
Would've
it's a
been
great game today.
Would have been stylish. Got a new invitation on LinkedIn. That's exciting. As Muckle steps into that one, that made Batista kind of slide a little bit. Looked like he had no socks on for a second. Glad he didn't hurt himself. That's kind of a scary thing to see, but Batista with it now. Rick up by 2. Low scoring first half so far. Jacobs with it. Jacobs driving. Nobody on the left, on the right side. He's hit hard on that one. They don't call the foul, though. As now they blow the whistle. I don't know for what. Timeout? What? What?
It's an odd place to call a timeout.
They were in the middle of a play. On earth? Huh.
Who called it?
I don't know. You call the timeout in the middle of a possession? No, but the Wendy's burger is out again to do
back,
something.
hey.
He's out to do something.
You missed the layup contest.
I did. Did you play?
Nah.
Were you in on it?
Nah. I bet on the side.
All right, let's see what happens. Let's see how he does.
This is the same guy in the Wendy's. He's gonna get a redemption arc, but it's not gonna.
Oh, he's not even dribbling. He's not even dribbling. That burger has no. Come on. Come on. Do better than that. This burger's not very good. Oh, he takes a long 3.
If that went in,
That would have been insane. I would have left. That would have been the style points for the night. That would have been it. As the ball now rolls around to us, he's missing it. It's now behind.
Looks like he's giving us a chance to make it for him.
I kind of, I'm tempted. I'm not going to lie, I'm a little tempted. So, yeah, the scouting report on the Wendy's burger not looking good.
From what I see, it's because there's only one little hole for you to see.
Yeah,
out
still,
of.
I should used to be able to do more than that with one eye hole. I think I could do better than that with like one eye shot.
I mean, I'm just trying to give him the benefit of the doubt,
Nah.
but I agree. It's like
but I agree.
it's like that thing is like 70 pounds. They can't move in it.
Maybe it is. Maybe he's training. Maybe he's going to take that thing off and just be incredible. Maybe then he'll be windmilling. It's training.
Trying to see if he can make the team next year.
Exactly. He's going to take that thing off, and he'll just be soaring. It's really intense training. He's taking a red shirt year. Taking a red shirt year to wear a 70-pound burger around everywhere. It's a weird training technique they have at Wendy's. Listen, Wendy's is sick of McDonald's cornering the market on high school basketball. They want to get into the game as Bazile gets that rebound, fouled on the way up. Listen, Wendy's is sick of it being a McDonald's All-American.
You can't blame them. They
They're
want to
gonna-
get in.
they're
Stop
gonna-
watching him do.
They're going to make their own All-Americans.
And then there's everybody's wearing those food suits.
Exactly. No, well, the training in the food suits.
Yeah.
They're weighted, you see.
Warm-ups and everything will be done in those, and they don't take them off till tip-off.
Exactly. Then when they do, you can tell. As Bazile makes the first, misses the second free throw ball. Rebound by Jacobs, who shot. Oh, and Jacobs off the backboard. Beautiful. So Angerman able to get 3 points on that possession. Bazile now with 7. Jacobs with 5. Thomas with it. Thomas to Woods. Thomas again, but another block.
By Dane.
Don't even go into the paint.
Great reaction there by Jacobs.
And he's able to get the outlet pass, and Jacobs takes a long 3. Why not? No, that's why. It might not go in. Style points, though, if you make that one.
Come on.
Style points, though, if you make that one. So
we
Woods
gotta
with
put
it.
a show on for everybody.
They got a big crowd here in the Murray Center.
As for he gets a block on a jumper, but they're gonna call a foul because of the way he landed after.
I was looking at the crowd. I didn't see it.
He blocked the 3-point shot.
Well, that's cool. Oh, and I was going to get 3 free throws? Ah, that's not great. Well, I didn't see it, so I can't offer analysis, but not good. Not a fan. I'll take your word for it. So Colligan with it now.
Which is also weird because in the women's game, Gavin got fouled on a half-court shot, but she only shot 2 free throws.
What?
She was in the motion, got fouled on a jumper, and she only
Were they
took
in the
2.
bonus?
Didn't know.
Huh. That's weird. Really? You got half court?
It
That's
was
3? Half court's a 3? Much more of the court is a 3 than not. Listen, 75% of the court is a 3-pointer. I want my 3 free throws.
Yeah, I don't know.
So Darby with it. He's still scoreless in this one through the first 10 minutes. Again, leading scorer for the Anchorman. One of the leading scorers in the division, I found out, as Darby tries to lay that one up. And I'm not saying in the Little East. I am saying in Division 3. But he's scoreless in this one, as that one's laid up by Muckle. So ball now with Darby. Why is points per game not like the first stat on the D3 website?
What is?
It's not even here. You can't even get individual points per game. What the hell? Look at this. As the game's tied up at 14-0 with 9:20. Look, I can't even find it. Why is points per game not the easiest thing to find?
Points per game.
There it is. Oh, I'm happy to find it. Yeah, Cheyenne Darby, the 7th leading scorer in D3 as a freshman. That's something. Everybody else in front of him is a senior or junior. 25.9 points per game.
It's a bright future here.
No kidding. I talked to Coach Glenn the other day when he wouldn't talk to you, so he talked to me about him, and he said that he is, I mean, he's obviously in line to be National Rookie of the Year.
Absolutely. I mean,
in Division 3, and he's just, and according to Coach Glenn, he's sick of the attention. Or at least he's not. He's apparently, according to Coach Glenn, he's a shy, soft-spoken kid, doesn't like all the attention, doesn't like doing all the interviews, would not interview with us. We tried really hard, wouldn't do it. Talked to Keyshawn Jacobs instead. Check it out in the paper this week. Jenfin wrote an article about it. I edited the article. It's a good time. But nope, he did not want to talk to us. He doesn't like the attention, which then my response to Coach Glenn was, well, I would love the attention. Like, I'd be eating it up.
Just don't get how some people could be Kawhi Leonard with the way they play.
I don't get it either. If I make like a 3-pointer on like a court, like I'm done.
I'm Russell Westbrook.
Like
out here.
everything's going to everything I do athletically goes to my head almost immediately.
I'll be one of those players that gets that 1-3 on a loop, and every week just posting one highlight.
Oh yeah. Hey man, make it real. There's a technical foul now? A tech on Dang? See, Darby's distracting us. But yeah, so no, Cheyenne Darby, like just not in the attention. He's only 18 years old. Yeah, right now leading the one of the top players in the division. One of the top players in Division 3 as a freshman out of Peekskill, New York. I'd like to know why he chose Rick. We don't know. He won't talk to us. We couldn't tell you. I wish we had all these Cheyenne Darby facts to give you right now, but we have none.
He knows why.
All my info secondhand, yeah. Frankly, the fact he doesn't want to talk to us makes me want to talk to him more. Because now I'm like, wow, that's really interesting. Why is he so shy? You know, now I want to get in his head more.
You want what you can't get.
He's a little aloof, a little mysterious now. You know, but thank you to Keyshawn Jacobs for talking to us, by the way. Really saved us, honestly. Hitting those deadlines. As now the ball with Muckle. Muckle over to Thomas. No, to Colligan, excuse me. Colligan to Thomas. Thomas takes a mid-range jumper. Misses that one. Rebound by Darby. Knocked up in the air by McCarthy, who is just so big. But he's really not using that size. That really, oh, he has 7 rebounds. Never mind. But it really feels like
Quiet 7 rebounds.
But it really feels like he's not impacting the game that much. Like it feels like the Anchormen are working around him pretty nicely. For not really being a nuisance for the Anchormen. Darby with it. Darby, 20 seconds on shot clock. Darby drive. Darby, as Bazile picks that one up and lays it up and in.
It's kind of what we've gotten used to, what we've gotten accustomed to seeing by him, cleaning up messes like that and making sure he's going to be in the right place to get a rebound and get a second chance opportunity for the team.
No, absolutely. Once again, an excellent game so far from Ben Bazile. I mean, obviously him and Dang both pairing in the paint. We're seeing a foul
Another technical.
A technical? Looked like Darby got whacked there, if anybody. That's going to be a technical on Darby? What? Are these refs fans of the anchor? The big Genfrin XZ fans? As the first free throw's made. Second free throw coming here for Colligan. He's got 9 so far in this one now. Now ECSU up by 1. These technicals coming rapid fire. What's going on with these?
Credit to them, though, for making them. I mean, taking advantage of the hand they were dealt.
So far, ECSU 5 of 5 on free throws. They have possession here, up by 1, 8:27 to go. Woods with it. Woods over to Colligan. Colligan passed over to Thomas. Thomas being guarded by Bazile. Bazile on him, and he just takes the 3 ball. Misses that one. Perimeter defense there by Bazile now.
Everything.
So, he is 1 for 8 so far. Ball on the hands of Jacobs. Jacobs driving. Jacobs going up, and Jacobs with the behind the back.
Points, I keep telling you.
You see, that's what you have games like that when you interview with the anchor.
And an offensive foul on Muckle.
That's what happens. You get to be, it gets you feeling a certain way, being spotlighted in the student newspaper. That's what happens.
That's just attention right there. Warranted fully.
So Rick now up by 1 with 8 minutes to go in the first half of play. Once again, Darby still scoreless, but the Anchormen, Anchormen also have yet to bring somebody off the bench in this game. More shirts being thrown to the
Got
audience.
rid of the cannon, though.
They had a T-shirt cannon before?
They had a T-shirt cannon.
What happened to it?
It wasn't working well. She shot it, and it landed right
It backfired. Well, that's good. I want it there. Did you scoop it up?
here. They reacted too fast
Oh,
to it.
come on.
I couldn't drop the mic. I couldn't do
why
a
not?
front flip.
Why not?
I was thinking risk versus reward.
That's disappointing.
If it was 2 of them, I would have.
If there was 2 shirts, the reward would net out to, being worth it. If there was 2 Rick T-shirts. Yeah, they really are putting on a show here today. The second to last regular season home game, they are.
I'm telling you, they fully went out on.
They're
these 2
going
games.
in. We got the Burger who's bad at basketball. We got T-shirts and.
I think that's the appeal behind it. Get the Burger that's not really a basketball thing to kind of give off that sense that basketball is all inclusive.
I was gonna get Wendy's before this, but I didn't have time.
So
I haven't eaten yet today. I only
it's
had
a
that.
sign if I've ever seen one.
I only had that Twix that you thought was a peanut butter and jelly. But otherwise, I haven't really eaten anything today. Had a very long day. Didn't eat breakfast this morning. Mom's out of town for the week. Don't know what I'm gonna do about food. It'll be a tough week for me. Thoughts and prayers, please. Darby with it now.
It's all about how you survive.
You know what it is. Batista with it. Batista inside. No! Batista's pass just kind of falls into the arms of McCarthy. Ball now with Woods. Woods to Colligan, who takes the 3 ball. Misses that one. Rebound by Dang. No problem. Just brings that one right down. Climbs the ladder. Brings it down. Jacobs with it. Jacobs just steps in and takes the 3. Misses that one. Jacobs so far 1 for 5 from 3-point land.
Again, just like I was saying earlier, I mean, Jacobs and Darby combined 7 points with 7 minutes and a half, and somehow the Anchormen are still leading. We're trying to see who's going to be people to step up, and it's weird I haven't seen Tengbe.
Yeah, still Tangmei not coming in. He missed last week's game because of illness, but he's sitting on the bench. Doesn't have his warm-ups on. So they only have 4 players on the bench today. Who's the rest of the team? Who's the rest of the team?
Yeah, radio done.
Oh, they only have 10 players on the roster. Huh. That is the team. What do you know? I don't see Errol on the bench. Oh, maybe I do. Yeah, I do. Ball now with Batista. Batista to Dang. Dang. Let me get lays it up. It's fine. It's okay. Rick
when
now.
You're playing as good as he has, I can't really knock him.
Rick up by 3. Hey, listen, he's doing that was his first field goal of the game, by the way. Well, the impact you felt him have only with that being his first field goal is a testament to him.
Offense.
And another block! He's going to have more blocks than field goal attempts in this game.
Easily.
Lock it in. He definitely
Let me
does.
get the 1-3 a game, though. And
Makes
he gets it.
Tim Dang. Just getting it done on both ends now. Finally cooking.
Keeping those averages in check. The
Keeping them in check.
37% shooter.
That
from three.
you know, you keep saying that like it's a bad
It's
average.
not a bad average.
Don't know where you keep saying it like it's a bad average for a big man.
It's not a bad average.
It's not bad. That
I
makes you a
just
threat.
feel
You space the floor.
it's a small sample size.
He's shooting for like 4 a game. No, he's not. I don't know the numbers. We're going to do our favorite game, apparently, which is go do a deep dive on Dang's three-point numbers. He's their 3rd leading scorer. He's shooting 36%. He's shooting 2.9 a game, making 1 a game. Not bad numbers.
Hey. 1 for 3. I stop right there. We're going to see a reduced amount of attempts from the three-point line. He's already reached the quota.
You know, I don't think we will. I think he's feeling himself today. He's going to keep blocking.
I think we're going to see him a lot offensively this game, just not in the three-point line.
He's cashing in his now you're making this real analysis. Interesting. Interesting turnaround.
Telling you, this is his game. With Darby struggling, this is his chance to step up.
It kind of is. I mean, listen, Dang's kind of been the dirty work man in the starting lineup for this team for a lot of the year. Even though he's their 4th leading scorer.
A quiet fourth, too.
He's averaging 10 a game. But yeah, and finally they score in the paint on the Anchorman. That actually might have been the first basket in the paint.
To his credit, it's easy to get overlooked with how well the season he's been having when you have 2 juggernaut heads.
No,
like
absolutely.
This.
I mean,
and
he
see,
dunks!
a dunk.
He does a dunk!
Told you.
There it is.
I told you, no threes, but this is his game.
Yeah, you know what? He dunked it. That's it. We can go home now. Rick up by 6, 5:30 left to go in the half. Air rolled into the game. Finally, Angman finally checking somebody in. Still no sign of Tangbay, though. So drive there by Thomas. And stop. That would have been stylish.
No style.
Thomas really having a hard time here. That was his. He's 2 for 11 now as Darby's travels. Yeah, I actually kind of saw that one. Yeah, that was a travel. So Dang with the dunk. Dang doing it all.
That guy from Eastern Connecticut got caught shoplifting style points.
Oh, nice, nice. Nice. His mom found out he was using the credit card to buy the custom animations. No more VC.
Nah.
Got to do some chores to pay it back. Got to mow some lawns. Bad scene.
You got to earn them.
And Thomas loses the ball. So once again, I mean, you're right. Talking about Tim Dang being over. I mean, really, 3 starters on this team, first-year players for the Yankees. Obviously, Darby, the freshman, who we talked about. And then Jacobs and Dang, both transfers. And really, all 3 of them, obviously on a team that really only plays about 6 or 7 players really regularly. Those 3 have been giant. Those are your top 3 leading scorers, all first-year players for the Anchormen. No, excuse me. Bazile is actually your 3rd leading scorer for the Anchormen. My mistake, but still, I mean, that's, what's that, 30.7. That's over 55 points a game from your 3 additions as Darby finally gets on the board here.
The Anchormen don't have a deep lineup, but I mean they've been able. It's worked for them so far when they have the limited players they have that can play the ability that they have. I mean, we've seen, like, again, one of our first games at the Murray Center, we saw Tangbay drop 24 off the bench. I mean, anyone could go off when they get a chance.
That's air rolled, misses the 3 ball. Dang was unable to get the rebound. Being chased is Thomas. Thomas is going up. Oh, he doesn't even dunk it. Oh, come on, Thomas. Come on. That was your redemption chance. Come on. Come on.
Overly disappointed there.
I'm very disappointed.
I got robbed.
I feel bad. Darby with it. Darby shooting it from mid-range. Finally makes that one. So Cheyenne Darby on the board now. Maybe that was his 2nd basket, excuse me. So he's 2 for 7 now tonight. Once again, after the 7th leading scorer in Division III, as Colligan takes out. I can't remember his name. He's their leading scorer. He's the one whose name I keep forgetting. So Darby now driving from the side. Hit hard, not fouled though. Just gonna be out of bounds. Timeout called. It looks like the Anchormen's rest of their roster. Yeah, but Anchormen only with a 10-man roster. So they got open roster spots. Should probably peruse the buyout market. Only 10, but still only 10 players on the roster though. I feel like that's shrink. I feel like the roster shrunk.
One of the first games we did, it was a full bench.
The same thing happened last year. It was interesting. So the last game of the regular season, we came out, right? And it was me and Jordan Moment at the time. We were out. We kept looking. There was only like 2 players on the bench, and the Anchorman's leading scorer from last season, Adam Floyd, was not playing. And we're like, what's going on? There definitely are more players on this team, right? I'm not going crazy. So we checked the roster. Only those guys are out there on the roster. And we felt like we had stepped into an alternate reality for about an hour. We were convinced. We had stepped into like a different timeline by mistake. We were very confused.
If we go back and we look at a live stream from one of our earlier games, there has to have been more than 5 people.
No, like last year, right like before the last game of the season, like half the team quit. We never found out what happened.
It's a weird scandal there. I feel like we're looking into the wrong things there.
I mean, they weren't a playoff. They were out of the playoff race by then. But yeah, half the team had quit, and none of those guys came back either. Adam Floyd was an excellent player for them last season. Good 3-point shooter, led them in scoring as a sophomore. Yeah, I still never found out about that. Bazile with it. Bazile over the Darby. I was so we were convinced we were being gaslit when we checked the roster and all those players are off. As Darby takes 3 ball, makes the 3 ball.
Heating up Darby here quickly.
He's got the 7 quick. We felt like we were being gaslit. I thought I was going insane. As that shot's taken by Thomas. No, excuse me, by Muckle. Darby with it again. 3:10 on the game clock. Darby to Errol. Errol on the drive. Errol goes up and blocked on that one, but Bazile steps back and get it, and he's fouled. Nope, hypothetical D3 jump ball. But it was crazy.
It's one of those things where the mystique adds into why you want to know more. The fact that you don't know more makes it more intriguing as to what really happened.
The ball now in the hands of the Warriors. Let's continue to play as Muckle turns around, able to lay that one up. So another, I think it's like the second basket in the paint for the Warriors today. So Darby with it. Darby's starting to get back into his groove here. Darby being guarded by Muckle. Goes by him, passes outside of Batista. Batista sets back into the 3 ball, takes the 3 ball, misses that one. Dang, almost able to get it. Does touch backboard though. Trying to get the rebound. So, good to see that.
Style points would have exceeded the scale if he would have got that dunk to go.
I would have left. That would have been it. Thomas with Thomas to Muckle. Muckle back to Thomas. Thomas takes the 3 ball. Misses that one. He is just 3 for 14 now today. Darby with it. Darby behind. Oh, that's a bad miss. That would have been stylish. Misses that one. Ball goes out of bounds on Bazile.
Coach knows it too. He's kind of disappointed.
Yeah, Coach ain't happy about that. Coach Glenn does not talk. No, he looks okay. He doesn't look that bad. I'm surprised.
The game was closer.
I've seen him get mad in like 30-point blowouts and stuff like that. I've seen Coach Glenn be very fiery at moments when you expect somebody to calm down. So I am genuinely surprised right now to see Coach Glenn being nice and relaxed right now. Less than 2 minutes to go now. Rick up by 9. Rick quietly creeping ahead in this game. Ball now with Tibby.
3 seconds.
Tibby outside the Thomas. 1 in the shot clock. That ball goes up. That'll be a shot clock violation there. So Darby with it. 1:30 left to go in the first half of play. Shine Darby driving from the corner. Lays that one up. Misses it. Bazile tries to get the rebound, but he's out muscled by 2 men. Ball with Gashi. Gashi to Thomas to Close. Thomas Close. His first name is Thomas, though. Close with it. Close to Thomas. Thomas makes that one.
The bank is open.
The bank is open. 1 minute left to go in the first half of play. Anchorman up by 7. Jonathan Batista with the ball. Anchorman with all their starters out on the court. Really riding the starting lineup today. Errol only came in for a couple of minutes. Otherwise, it's been all the normal 5. 15 on the shot clock. Batista with it. Batista to Jacobs. Jacobs back to Batista. Batista back to Jacobs. Jacobs steps back. 8 on the shot clock. Jacobs still with it. Bounce pass to Batista. Batista takes the corner 2. Misses that one. Dang, trying to get the board. Unable to get the board. Knocks it up.
Gets another possession out of it.
You're right. The ball does go out of bounds. That will remain Anchorman ball. 31.6 on the game clock. 20 on the shot clock. So the Anchorman really with the chance to kill most of the half here. Darby with it. Darby goes right, still controlling the ball, 12 on the shot clock, tries to lay it up, tries to get it to Bazile, unsuccessful. Ball now in the hands of the Warriors. Ball goes to Muckle. Muckle lays that one up, 15 on the game clock. Anchorman ball with Jacobs, 11 on the game clock, 10 on the game clock. Anchorman up by 5, 8, 7, 6. Jacobs with it. Jacobs driving. Jacobs passed over to Batista. Batista driving. Batista to Bazile. Bazile for the 3 ball, and he's off on that one. So the Anchorman will go into the locker with a 5-point lead against the Eastern Connecticut State University Warriors, 35-30. Anchorman once again competing to get to the #1 seed, trying to be the first team to get to 9 wins in the Little East. And we're back for the second half in just a bit. Jake Elmsley, Jenfin Rodriguez here on Anchor TV, and we'll see you all in just a bit. And we are back here for the second half of play. Jake Elmsley, Jenfin Rodriguez not hustling to the line here. Doesn't want to look uncool. Doesn't think he can run in front of a crowd of people. Cares way too much about his own style points.
My own style points.
Well, that's why I slid in here. That's why I threw my jacket over the chair and sat down in one swift motion. I think that was stylish, but whatever. The Anchorman here leading against the Eastern Connecticut State University Warriors. One of my favorite school names in the world. Leading over them 35-30, trying to get into the number one seed in the
first half stats.
Oh, cool, thanks. Trying to get into the lead in the conference. Currently ranked third, but one of 3 8-win teams that do have a 5th loss. UMass and WestCon both have 4 losses, but UMass Dartmouth right now, don't want a scoreboard watch, yeah I do, but they are losing right now. Or they were when I looked before. Not getting stats now. Either way, the game started again. RIC in possession of the ball. Ball to Dang, who had a big first half. He shoots that 3. He misses that 3-ball rebound.
You can't risk bringing those averages down.
Bringing them up. Rebound by Thomas. Thomas makes that layup. Thomas had a rough first half. Excuse me, yeah, Thomas was 4 for 16 in the first half of play. Not great.
Shooter's gonna shoot.
Batista with it. Batista over to Dang. Dang, pass it over to Batista. 19 on the shot clock. Batista to Vazil. Vazil with it. Vazil still looking for somewhere to go. Vazil drives, goes around, lays it up, misses that one. Rebound by Thomas. Thomas, too close. Closer to close, takes the shot from near the baseline. Ball gets knocked out of bounds. It was knocked out of Dang's hands. It'll be RIC's ball, but Dang, once again, with a phenomenal first half. He only scored 8 points, but he had 6 blocks.
More blocks than rebounds.
He did have more blocks than rebounds. You're right. But he had 5 rebounds, but him and Vazil absolutely have been dominant defensively in the paint early in this game. They have barely been letting up a thing. Looks like a by design. Can't wait to ask Coach about that after the game, but right now Batista with it, if it holds up. As Batista takes the jumper, makes the jumper. Did he turn around on that one? I wasn't looking.
Turn around before it went in. Stop.
It's been the goddamn Murray Center fashion show here today. Hey. All the style going around. As that ball goes to McCarthy. And able to make that one over, Dang. The rare paint point there. And the Anchorman now up by 3. Darby with the ball. Still trying to get this UMass score to come up. Not having any luck.
Another rebound.
As that ball goes out of bounds, that will be UMass ball. UMass ball. Warriors ball. I'm trying to look at too many games at once now. Warriors ball. UMass Dartmouth in the lead now with 3:52 to go in the second. Up by 8. So looks like the Anchorman aren't going to be getting any help there. Ball with close. Close to MacArthur. McCarthy to Muckle. Muckle driving with it. Muckle turns around. Passes close. Close going around. 15 on the shot clock. Pass back to McCuckle in the corner. Muckle takes 3 ball in the corner. Makes that one. Tied ball game. 37 all.
We have a game.
We have a game here. 2 minutes have elapsed in the second half. Darby driving. Darby goes up and he's fouled. He went up at just the right time on that one.
Yep.
Picked the right time to elevate to draw the foul, and he'll be getting to the line now.
Just the right time. It almost worked for him.
Shiny Darby, who had a rough first half, went 3 for 10, but started to pick up in the last few minutes there, was able to put on a quick 7. Now he'll be getting to the line. They're trying to have a stronger second half.
Again, regardless of record, the game still has to be played. We've seen Eastern Connecticut show resiliency, and they've been able to hang around in this game, and they still have life. A lot of time left to be played.
Eastern Connecticut still with an outside chance at a playoff berth, really trying to stay in contention here. Trying to upset RIC on the road as Darby makes his second free throw to put RIC up by 1. Ball with close. Close pass it over to McCarthy. McCarthy to Thomas. That ball goes off the back of Darby. Darby able to respond and get it. He's driving. He goes up and he lays that. Well, he tries to lay that one up, but he's fouled. Just as good. So we go into the line again. So Darby coming out fighting right now.
And that's got to be by design, of course. I mean, he got off, like you said. He didn't get off to the start he might have wanted to. But early on in this half, he's been attacking so far. And Eastern Connecticut has had no choice but to foul. And if the game plan keeps up, I mean, why stop going for it?
As Darby goes up with this one. Makes the first free throw. I'm saying, like we've talked about in the first half, Cheyenne Darby currently the number 7 scorer nationally in Division III, which is the 3rd best athletic division in the United States of America, as he misses a second free throw. Still a 7 score as a freshman. As Tom, oh my God, what a move there by Thomas.
Layup line.
He goes right around everybody. But yeah, he's the only freshman in the top 10. Only non-junior, only underclassman in the top 10. Cheyenne Darby, Rick might have has a special player on their hands with him. That one goes in the corner to Dang. Dang takes the three. Dang misses that one, but able to almost get his own rebound. Rebound by McCarthy. Dang almost tumbled into us.
Or the ref. Pick your poison.
And the
Muckle.
three ball there made by Muckle. He's been their leading scorer. That's his first basket in the second half. He's got 15 now. And Rick now down by 3 as a timeout. No.
Out of bounds turnover.
Oh, that's a bad oversight there by the anchorman. And also bad oversight by me to not see it. So Rick now down for the first time in a very long time in this game. First time since midway through the first half. So ball now with Muckle. Muckle inside to McCarthy, but he loses that ball over the back of Vizile, but it's going to remain Warriors ball. Rick will need this game if they want to stay in contention for the #1 seed and a bye. Get that sweet, sweet Little East bye.
They're gonna have to find a way to close out on shooters if they want to make that happen. We've seen too many we've seen too many wide open jumpers by Muckle, and again, 6'8" McCarthy gets a wide open layup.
Right then, they were able to keep McCarthy and McCarthy and I keep going between McCarthy and MacArthur. As Darby spins around.
It's a style.
There's the style points right there. Should be worth 3. Really, they were able to keep McCarthy in check for the most part in that first half really well, as Bazile's able to intercept the bounce pass from Thomas. Yeah, the first 2 seeds in the Little East do get buys. So we're trying to get one of those. I really want a home playoff game. I need a home playoff game. I need it. I don't want it. I need that sweet, sweet Rick home playoff game.
I mean, I need to see a playoff atmosphere.
As going to the line now is Darby. We're getting close to that. The crowds in the Murray Center have been
Progressively getting bigger and bigger as we go.
They're getting wind of this team being good.
At just the right time.
They are. I mean, listen, they've been good all year. They're just catching wind now that it's getting down. We've been here since day 1, though.
Hey.
We've been,
Not many can say that.
Not many. I've been here through some tough times. For the Anchorman. Thomas with it now. Thomas driving on Errold. Errold off the bench as Vizile able to stick with McCarthy on that one. Jacobs with it. Pass ball over to Darby. Darby driving. Darby goes around him, man. Darby lays that one up. Nice take there by Cheyenne Darby. He's heating up now. Already matched his first half output with 7 points in the second now. McCarthy being guarded by Vizile. Vizile able to disrupt the ball. Vizile, and he's able to go up and over Vizile. He's able to use the height on that one.
He did the best he could on that possession.
Listen, that's what they were able to stop McCarthy from doing in the first half. Standing at 6'8", 245. He's a big boy. Ball pass over to Batista. Batista takes the 3 ball, makes the 3 ball. And Jonathan Batista now puts them up in this one by 1. Batista's got 7, 15-10 left to go in the game. Ball pass inside to McCarthy. Trying to feed him now. Vizile able to disrupt him a bit on that one. Then he also got the lucky bounce, but good there. Don't let him get going. That's the last thing they need. Ball in the corner to Batista. Batista takes the 3 ball, misses that one.
Lose the ball foul there on Eastern Connecticut.
Thank you. I was trying to figure it out. Thank you on that one, but good. I know. Honestly, I think McCarthy that one not going in combination of luck and skill for the Anchorman. That might have been the shot to kind of really get him going there. But so far, the Anchorman is still just trying to cling to stopping that inside game, which so far, I mean, has Eastern Con been doing anything differently here? Because so far, the inside game's working for them more in the second half than it did in the first.
Just the shots have been going in more now than they have before, really. That's all you could attribute. It's just tough shot making. And people, like you said, Muckle has been...
Oh, wait, the Burger's racing somebody.
Stop all
the analysis.
But again, it has to wait a ton because watch this.
How fast is it going to be?
It's not fast.
Oh.
I'm telling you, there's something wrong with the Burger.
Oh, yeah, that is just not good.
That is either weighted. That can't be weighted.
It's got to be weighted. It's training gear.
Look, it just flops down.
Listen, who cares? It's made out of some kind of flexible weighted material.
No,
of course it is. Listen, when he's done with his training, he's going to shed that at the right moment, and he's just going to be so fast. You won't be able to keep up with him with your eyes, let alone your body.
For his sake, I hope so. Else,
I
what has
don't
this
know.
all been?
For our sake, I don't know if we need somebody that powerful walking amongst us.
As long as he's against us, as long as he's with us,
How do you know if he is?
He's at the Murray Center.
Bold assumption. Just he's with us now doesn't mean he'll be with us in the future. That's the problem with powerful people. They can betray you at any time, and you're the one they hold all the cards. We have to train, Jenfrin.
Gotta find out how much one of those suits cost.
We gotta get some weighted clothes, is what I'm saying.
With the tracksuits underneath the.
We gotta get weighted tracksuits, and then Anchor TV will be on.
Pre-production for that needs to start ASAP.
Pre-production sheet needs to be filled out real quick. Ball inbounded by Batista out to Darby. Darby passes it over to Errold. Errold in the corner. Errold passes out to Batista. Batista with it. 9 on the shot clock. Batista being guarded by 3 men. Nice pass inside to Bazile. What a dime there.
That is style.
He threaded the needle right in there. As Batista and Muckle hit the ground after that 3. No foul called, though. That ball goes out of bounds. It'll be RIC ball, but oh my, can we get a replay of that? He got that. He threw that thing on a dime.
Through traffic.
That was crazy. And now he's limping a little bit. Anchorman definitely do not want to lose.
Sower.
Yeah, hit the ground there. Darby with it. Pass it to Batista. Batista inside to Bazile. Bazile trying to back up McCarthy. Floats that one up. Batista with the rebound. Batista out into Bazile. Bazile turns around and he's fouled. What a possession there by Bazile.
Great rebound there by Batista there on the weak side.
Absolutely.
Nobody closed. Nobody boxed him out.
And then really he hummed that to Bazile, even though Bazile was about a foot away from him. And then Bazile able to draw the foul. Quickly realized that backing up McCarthy wasn't going to happen in that possession. And he is happy.
Great job of putting the ball in a place where only Bazile could get to it.
Absolutely. But I'm telling you, though, we got to train with these weighted clothes on. Crazy what that can do for you. Terrible for the joints. Great for the speed.
And we are Shine Darby. We're going to get all the attention with it.
Listen. If we become the strongest men on the planet, I'm definitely going to let people know. I will definitely be taking the interviews. As he makes the second free throw.
I want all the articles. I want an article a week about just me, a whole page.
Just how strong I am. Hopefully nobody comes from outer space to try and fight us. That would be rough. McCarthy spins around, unable to make the shot. Bazile still on him like glue, though. Dang, not so much in the paint, though. Oh, wait, Dang's not on the court right now. That's why. I'm not used to starters not being on the court.
Trying something different in this half.
Woods with it. Woods to Muckle. Muckle takes the 3. Muckle misses that one. Rebound by Bazile. McCarthy didn't even go for that one. So, Darby with it again. Darby passes over to Errold. Errold takes the 3. Errold's shoe is untied. Makes the 3 ball. Should tie his shoe, though. Or maybe he shouldn't. Maybe he shouldn't. Makes the 3 with the untied left shoe. Maybe that's the new wave.
Is a bank shot 3 considered style points?
With your shoe untied, I'd say so.
But what if it's not?
It still went in. I consider any 3 style points, frankly.
Fair point.
Yeah, but Jaden Errold now with a 3 ball. Didn't see a lot of him in the first half. Only player to come off the bench for the Anchorman, though. But he's been in it now in this half, though. Playing quite a few minutes here. Yeah, with the untied shoe. Oh, yeah. You see his shoes? They're kind of fresh, too. They're just like all mint. Don't know what those are. Like all just some mint green. Makes me want some mint chocolate chip Oreos.
I got to see him again when he gets over.
Okay. Well, hopefully they'll be tied. Or maybe not. I mean, like I said, maybe he's hot with his shoes untied. Maybe that's the trick.
What if you purposely untie them to a point where it looks so good it's unintentional?
Get those shoelaces kind of flopping around when you elevate.
Yeah.
It's a good look. It's like you have streamers on your feet. It's not a bad look. Very dangerous. Very high risk.
Whatever is going to get him more minutes off the bench. If you got to untie your shoes, then untie your shoes.
You know, maybe his shoes aren't as cool looking as I thought.
Yeah.
You know, they look different. It was because they weren't tied. They look super stylish. There's the proof right there. There's the proof right there. Who doesn't have his shoes on the court right now? So I'm liking what Jacobs has going on. I am liking that. Oh, my God. Muckle with it. Muckle inside the Thomas. Thomas misses that one. Another layup. That one's off too. Rebound by Errol and Bazile. You're both on the same team.
Guys, same team, guys.
Jesus God.
I want those rebound stats. These are for my averages.
Jacobs with it. Jacobs to Batista. Batista to Errol. Errol to Jacobs. 14 on the shot clock. Jacob splits a two-man pass in the corner. Errol takes three balls. Shoes tied. Shoes one tie.
Another rebound by Batista. Look at that hustle play.
And he gets it to Jacobs.
It worked out in the end.
Oh, my God.
At the right place at the wrong time.
Jacobs hustling Batista's hustling right now. That was a nice shot there by Jacobs. Listen, they're playing as a team. Bazile with the block. Get that out of there.
That's style.
That's stylish.
The move he did that got him there was styling, but he couldn't finish it.
He still made the block.
If that went in, that would have been the greatest Eastern Connecticut highlight they've ever seen.
Maybe. It's possible. As a foul, blocking foul there by Batista. Guarding his opposite number on the Warriors.
The battle of the 22s.
22s. So that'll be 2 for Batista. Now he's gotten 7 points in this game. Let's go alongside 4 rebounds and 3 assists. Really the good all-around player for the Anchormen. Your good personal friend.
Very good.
Jonathan Batista. Gashi to McCarthy, who takes the long 2. Misses that one.
Not what I wanted, my 6'8" center.
Listen, he made a jumper early in the game. That was the first basket in the game.
He did.
Got a little bit of mid-range game to him. You absolutely want that out of your 6'8" man. What are you talking about? You don't want a jumper out of your 6'8" player?
I mean, he was open, but I feel like he should have, I don't know. I just want to see him become more a part of the offense. We saw
like I said,
that.
he's only averaging 6.2 points per game this season, though. So, maybe he's just.
How do you average less than your height?
I don't know. That's a good point. That's what I'm saying. Maybe he's all bark, all bite. As now the Burger is throwing shirts. Once again, if he took that suit off and threw those shirts, I'm sure that they would go.
They would go to the rec center.
They would go right through the bodies of the people he's throwing them at.
They're going to hit the
No
rec
chance
center.
at catching them. No chance of stopping those, unless you're.
Someone walking on campus on Eastern Connecticut's catching it.
Oh, nice. Is that the direction of Connecticut? What direction is Connecticut in?
Whichever way the wind blows, doesn't matter.
That makes sense. I believe that. I think that's how Connecticut works. Just kind of blown around
You
out
just
there.
end up there.
It's like a cloud. It's kind of wherever the wind blows it. Not a very firmly attached state. Let's see if anybody on East Con has cool shoes. I'm not a fan of low-cut basketball shoes.
I'm not either.
Which is weird because for sneakers, I only want like the smallest, lightest sneakers imaginable. Basketball shoes, I want a nice big thing.
I wanted to, again, I'm more of a style player.
I want to overtake my feet. Oh, I kind of like Muckle's shoes. They got purple, though. I kind of like the color scheme on Muckle's shoes, though. I like those as a running shoe. I like them as a basketball shoe.
I think those might be running shoes.
They kind of look like running shoes. Can I get a close look?
Those are KD's. I mean Kyrie's, my bad.
Not a fan. Out on that.
I mean, the next best shoes, we'd have to start looking for the bench.
If we see any bench players.
Well, I mean, I can see the shoes decent from here.
We got to get up and close and personal, though.
Their next time out, we'll just switch it all over to that side.
The next style points are going to be whoever can come out and score in slides. Listen, Errol was able to score with his shoe untied. That's pretty cool. Now do that in slides. Do it in slides. As Batista behind the back on Muckle, able to block him, I think. Pass the ball ahead to Jacobs. Jacobs going up. Jacobs with the layup and makes the layup.
Points.
Keyshawn Jacobs now, he's got 11 in this one. Rick up by 11. So Rick able to really being down, was able to just kind of quietly fight their way back into the lead. Bazile with it. Bazile guarding McCarthy. Blocks McCarthy. Again, McCarthy, he's big. I don't know. You think a player that big in D3 might Be putting up more than
thought
6.2 per game.
Thought he'd be on that list with Darby.
Thought he'd be a force. Really not. Scoring less than his height.
Again, Batista again in the right place, just steals the ball.
Listen, Batista's a smart player. Smart vet for this team. Batista, the lone 4-year senior on this team. Ben Bazile also senior, but the transfer. Listen, Ben Bazile, I mean, listen, the women's team, they have Jordan Gobbin. The men's team, they have Jonathan Batista. Glue players at the guard spot. 4-year RIC athletes. Listen, you need people like that if you want to go on a championship run. RIC has a great mix of young and old players. Just wish you had like a mix of like 7 or 8 young and old players. But still, I mean, it's working for him so far. So Darby with it now. And then fairness, the depth thing kind of becomes less of a problem when you get to the playoffs and you're only playing
7 or 8 anyways.
Exactly, and you're playing, and RIC, not even a series, it's just 1-game elimination each playoff round. So Batista takes the corner 3. Batista misses the corner 3. Rebound though by Bazile, and he's able to lay that one up and in real fast. So Ben Bazile now with 16 points in this game. He's got 12 rebounds now. Ben Bazile with an excellent game. Great defense, not on that possession, but still he's been a force defensively. Dang still not back in this game. Really a lot of air rolled in the second half so far. So Darby with it. Darby goes up. Tough shot there, but Bazile able to get the ball somehow. Misses a layup. Still, Bazile able to take the ball over seemingly everybody that's ever been associated with the Warriors.
Glenn's mad. Bazile didn't get back on defense.
Yeah, Bazile now yelling at the bench, yelling at his assistants. Not happy with them either. I don't know why.
It's not my fault he didn't run back.
I'm afraid he's going to call me next. He has my number. We talked a lot on the phone over the weekend. Me and Coach Glenn, good friends. I've helped him give tours. I believe I gave Cheyenne Darby a tour, but I'm not positive. That ball now with Fowler, who lays that one up and in. RIC lead cut down to 6, 9-10 left to go in the game.
Slowly, Eastern Connecticut slowly clawing their way back into this game here.
Yeah, listen, they've kept it close. Errold with it now. Errold blocked, but he's fouled on. Nope, that's going to be. Never mind, that is going to be
an offensive foul.
Oh, an offensive foul on who? I thought it went out of bounds.
Nope.
Huh. So Errold will go to the bench now. Dang checking back in. And Dang, who had 6 blocks in the first half. Maybe they can go back to that dominant paint defense. They've been leaking a little bit inside in this half. Ball with Fowler. Fowler to Thomas. 20 seconds to go on the shot clock. Ball with Colligan, who's been quiet in the second half so far after going for 11 in the first. He's only scored 3 in the second half. RIC ball now.
Looks like they're in the bonus with 8:42 remaining.
Yeah. No. Yes.
They have to be.
So Bazile to take a pair of free throws. Now you're right. EastCon with 7 fouls in this half as he misses the free throw. So Thomas with the rebound. Ball now in the hands of Fowler. Fowler misses that one. He gets his own rebound. No, rebound by 22. Colligan goes up, tries to lay that one up, unsuccessful. Gets his own rebound, pass out to Thomas. Thomas takes the 3 ball, misses that one. Batista unable to bring her in. They lose the ball. Jacobs on the floor. 22 picks it up again. Ball pass over to Colligan in the corner. 15 on the shot clock. Colligan steps away, takes the 3 ball anyway, makes that one. EastCon lead deficit cut down to 3. 8 minutes to go in the game. Colligan now 17. Leading scorer on either side in this game.
Seeing the Anchorman start to unravel a bit here, coming in late.
So Darby with it. Darby to Dang. Dang takes the 3 ball. Dang misses that one. Bazile's unable to get the rebound. EastCon with a chance to tie it here. Driving is Gashi. Gashi to Fowler. Fowler misses that one. Rebound by Batista. Darby with the ball. Once again, RIC in the bonus. ESU 3 fouls away from the bonus. Bazile driving. Bazile loses the ball, but able to get on the ground and pick it back up. And it's going to be a jump ball?
Timeout.
Timeout. So this game's still a match.
Timeout break. The 30-second timeout becomes a timeout on the floor.
What is this?
I don't know.
All right, fans, it's time for the free throws contest.
I don't see the Burger participating, so I don't care that much.
Take 3 free throws. He must complete all 3. Missing all 3 free throws, and he'll win a Stop and Shop gift card.
Wow.
Nick, when you are ready.
3 free throws for a Stop and Shop card? Oh, and it's all over. And it's over. Oh, man. Wait, he doesn't have to make. Oh, my God. Yeah, bad ball, bad ball. Get him a new ball. Oh, might not have been the ball. I think he's keeping his hand on this. Oh, yeah. Bad thumb wave there.
We're gonna see him all day tomorrow in the rec center.
Oh, yeah, no, that is.
Couldn't give you one.
That's embarrassing.
Couldn't give you one. I'm gonna give my resignation after that.
Hey, man, he tried, all right? He tried. Listen, that's not great. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I would not have enjoyed being.
You can't give me one?
That's, yeah. You got to at least make one for pride.
One?
You got to at least make one for pride. Get the crowd back on your side.
You don't need the free. You don't need the gift card.
You're not getting the gift card. It's not about the gift card. It's about pride at that point.
It's about can you do it
Yeah.
for yourself more
It's
than
about
anything.
it's about pride at that point. Darby with it. Darby being backed out by Gashi. And
Style.
the foul called.
Style after the whistle.
So Darby will be getting the. They're just gonna stay out and just put on a clinic after the game. They're not even gonna go into the locker room. They're gonna start doing tricks.
Hey, if the layup contest was a thing, how crazy would that get?
That's true. Turn it into a dunk contest. And he makes that one. First free throw's good. Darby's got 15 now. And he makes that one as well. So Rick now up by 5 with 7:10 left to go in the game. Thomas with it. Thomas to Woods. Woods to Fowler. Fowler to Gashi. Gashi driving. Gashi passes it over to Woods. Woods outside to Thomas. Thomas take the 3 ball. Thomas makes that one. Rick lead cut down to 2. Darby with it. Darby being guarded by Gashi at the top of the key. Dang with it. Dang to Jacobs. Jacobs turning around. Jacobs just helps take the 3 himself. Misses that one. Dang and Batista both try to get in there for the rebound. Unable to knock it out of bounds. Warriors ball. This ball now in the hands of Woods. 6:20 left to go in the game. Thomas to Woods. Woods to Thomas. Ball now with Colligan. Colligan just takes the 3. Fouled by Jacobs on the way up. So he'll go to the line now. Chance to put his team up by 1. Colligan 7 for 7 on free throws today. That will be Jake Colligan at the line. Jake Colligan, the senior out of Wethersfield. I don't know where that is. Do you know where Wethersfield is?
Can't say I do.
All right, well, that's where Jake Colligan's from. He just made 2 free throws. Third one coming. He would get the stop. Can they give him the Stop and Shop gift card if he makes this one?
He only shot 1.
Oh, you're right. What am I thinking? Still on pace for it, though. So now a chance to put his team up by 1 here and maybe get some groceries? Depending on if that's still up for grabs. And you know what? See? That's he makes some free throws. So Rick now down by 1. Colligan with 20 in this game. Darby with possession. 6:08 left to go in the game. Darby being guarded by Gashi. Gashi to Vazil. Vazil turn around, Vazil spin, Vazil falling forward, misses the layup. Goes out of bounds, that'll be EastCon ball. Looks like Vazil maybe was looking for contact on that one.
Absolutely.
Ball with Woods. Woods to Fowler. Fowler to Colligan. Colligan just goes to the long two, makes the long two. Colligan's coming alive right now. Colligan is absolutely heating up right now. He's got Rick down by 3 now. Darby to Batista. Batista to Dang in the corner. Dang takes the corner 2, makes the corner 2.
They needed that answer desperately.
They absolutely did. So Tim Dang now in double digits. So Dang, Thomas takes the 3 ball. Thomas misses that one. Jacobs with a rebound. Not a lot of hustle there from EastCon to get that ball back. No support on the 3-pointer, which is surprising given his shooting percentages today, which have been bad. Ball to Vazil. 17 on the shot clock. Vazil in the corner. Dang. Dang takes the 3 ball. Dang makes the 3 ball.
It's been the Dang game.
This has been the Tim Dang day. So Tim Dang now puts his team up by 2. Listen, he was off for a good chunk of time here in the second half.
Showing why he should have been playing.
Maybe he was getting that rest on the bench that he needed. Inside, Dang covering the man on the inside. Ball goes out of bounds. That'll be Rick Ball.
The crowd's
getting loud.
Haven't seen this atmosphere from the Murray Center
The
at
crowd
all.
is responding. So Thomas in the corner. Thomas passes it over to Woods. Woods to Gashi. Gashi to Colligan. Colligan takes the 3 ball. Colligan misses that one. Rebound by Vazil. Brings that one in. Rick Ball. 4:25 left to go in the game. Cheyenne Darby with it.
It's like the high school playoff game atmosphere.
Yeah. Darby
Back to
Dang,
back.
Dang in the corner. Dang makes it 3
Back
ball.
to back.
Tim Dang now with a 3 anchorman with 16 points. Rick with 69-64. And timeout called. So Tim Dang with 3 shots in a row, back-to-back 3-pointers. He's got 16. Tim Dang, what a night from him. 6 blocks in the first half. He's been getting it done on every single square of the court.
Yep.
3 for 7 on 3-pointers today. So Tim Dang, forced today for the anchorman. Him, Vazil, Darby, all with 16. Jacobs also in double digits with 11.
It's a balanced game today.
Vazil, 16 for 15. That is a stat line right there.
And 6.
The Anchorman right now trying to take this game. Trying to keep pace with UMass Dartmouth, who won today. So Rick will not have a chance to gain Rick will not have the chance to get a game on them. Oh my God, they're playing Party Rock Anthem?
Come on.
What year is it?
The wrong year, but it doesn't matter. It's the style show.
Also, good for Rick. WestCon and UMass actually play each other on Saturday. Those are the 1 and the 2 seed in conference right now. So if Rick can,
somebody has to lose.
Somebody has to lose, and that will give Rick a good chance to pull ahead. So Rick they really do not want to shoot themselves in the foot here.
Can't afford to disclose the playoff, and like you said, seeding is important, trying to earn that bye week.
Trying to earn that bye, trying to bring a home playoff game in the second round of the Murray Center, which I need. I need it. So Colligan to inbound. 4:06 left to go in the game. Rebounds to Woods. Woods to Gishy. Gishy to Thomas. Thomas to Fowler. Fowler goes up. Dang on him.
Traveled.
And he travels Dang.
Before the foul.
Dang in his head.
He owns real estate up there.
Ball now with Darby. Ball with Dang. Dang takes another 3. Misses that one. Bazile with the tough rebound, though. And he lays
gets
that one up,
an
and
and
he's
one.
fouled. Oh, was he fouled? No, he did get the end one. So Bazile now going to the line. Bazile now with 18. Excellent play there. Bazile has been a force all game for the Anchormen. So next one going up. That one's off. Jacobs almost got the rebound on that one. Woods with it. Woods to Muckle. Muckle to Thomas. Thomas to Muckle. Muckle takes the three. Muckle misses the three. Bangs off the front of the rim. Rebound again. Off shot again. Batista with it. Batista to Jacobs. Jacobs to Darby. Darby driving. Darby lays it up. Off on that one.
Thought Dang was open there on the cut.
Yeah, I thought maybe too, but he opted to go for himself. And Darby knocks the ball out of bounds. Still good hustle there by Cheyenne Darby. Just Thomas with it. Ball now with Colligan. Colligan's been their leading scorer. Under 3 to go in this game. Thomas with it. Thomas on the drive. Thomas. Oh, no. Give him the block. I want the double-double with blocks bad. That's going to be a foul against Tim Dang.
He's on pace for it. Slow down. But, I mean, 6 blocks is still.
16 points. Like, he's not having a bad game. Don't think we can complain about his game.
At all. It's like he was silencing me, making fun of his 3-point attempts.
Yeah, he was. He heard you. Cheyenne Darby, too, also with an impressive game. No, he was slow to start things off, and now he has 16 points and 7 rebounds and 7 assists.
So as the attention seeker I am, I'm going to take full credit for
That's good.
Dang's
Smart.
play.
Yeah, good. Good. That's the right move to make. So Darby with it. 2:50 to go in the game. Rick up by 5. Jacobs with it. Jacobs to Batista. Under 20 on the shot clock. Batista to Darby. Darby being guarded by Muckle. Darby driving. Darby passes out to Dang. Dang goes around. Dang to Jacobs. 5 on the shot clock. Dang with the 2. Misses that one. Rebound by Muckle. Warriors ball. Ball in the corner to Thomas. Thomas takes the corner 3. Misses the corner 3. Bounces out. Fowler tries to pop it back in. That one bounced out again, but Fowler able to get the rebound again. Bazile able to block him, though, and Dang gets the ball. There's that twin monolith. No. They're both big.
And what? Just kidding. Hey.
Could have. But still Dang able to be, so Dang fouled. Dang will be going to the line with 2:02 left to go in the game. Chance to put his team up by 7. Tim Dang, who has 16 points tonight.
Again, similar to the Anchorman game we saw. Close game to the end, and the Anchorman getting up ahead a few possessions, and now letting go from there.
First free throw for Dang clanks out, so second one coming. Still a chance to put his team up by 6. Second free throw is good.
2-possession game here with 2 minutes. They have to do it on this end.
2 minutes now, under 2. Colligan with it. Colligan to Thomas. Thomas back to Colligan. Colligan takes the 3. Darby gets a little physical there, but I don't call it. Brazil unable to get the rebound, but able to knock it away to Batista. Nice heads-up play there by Jonathan Batista. Darby with the ball now. Darby pointing. Darby directing traffic. He's being double-teamed. Bounce pass to Batista. Batista drives, and he's fouled. So Jonathan Batista will be going to the line now. West Eastcon with 10 fouls in the second half. They're in the bonus. The rare double bonus. So Batista at the line now.
And Rick playing it smart,
He's 2 for
forgetting about the rebound, opting to fully get back on defense.
As he misses the first free throw, that's his first miss from the charity stripe of the game. He's 2 for 3 now. Second free throw coming. Second free throw's up and good. So Rick up by 7 now with 1:35 to go in the game. Ball in possession of Thomas. Thomas looks for the 3, doesn't take it. Pass it over to Gashi. Gashi takes the 3 ball, misses that one. Rebound by Bazile. They try to trip him up, but he's able to keep possession of it. Under 1:30 to go in the game. RIC ball, Darby with it. Darby driving. Darby to Batista. Batista's all alone. They're still trying to press him. Pass it out to Vazil. Vazil's all alone out the top of the arc. Vazil to Batista. 15 left to go on the shot clock. Batista to Vazil. Vazil near half court. 9 on the shot clock. Vazil almost loses it. Gets stripped up. Pass it over to, and they call Vazil for the double dribble. RIC crowd not happy about that one. But still, RIC able to take some time off the clock, though, so not a total loss. No, it's a technical?
It's a technical on
No?
number 3 from Eastern
What did he
Connecticut.
do?
He threw the ball at Vazil while he was on the floor.
Oh my God, what a gaff there. As Jacobs makes the first free throw. Now that is a mental mistake right there. In the final minutes of this game, trying to fight for your playoff life, you do that. I can imagine the coach is going to be too happy with that one. As Jacobs makes the second free throw. So RIC now up by 9, chance to go up by 10 here. Jacobs has gotten 13. That might have just put the nail in the coffin for him. No, excuse me, RIC will not get possession. Oh, that is a mental gaff by EastCon. Ball in the corner with Gashi, tries to go up, doesn't succeed, misses it, rebound Vazil. Less than a minute to go in the game. Darby with it. Darby passes up to Jacobs. Jacobs weaving through traffic, pass it over to Vazil. Pass tip, Vazil's able to get it. Vazil driving from the corner, and he's fouled with 43.3 left to go in the game. Vazil now with a chance to put his team up by 10, and what a performance for Ben Vazil. He has 18 and 17 here today.
As good as, again, it's so great when you can have two big men like Anchorman have, that they can have a double-double and a rebound with a double-double with both of them having rebounds over 15.
Absolutely. Well, Dang today only with 7 rebounds, but still, I mean, Vazil close to being 20 and 20 today. As he makes the first free throw, RIC now up by 10 with 43 seconds. Looks like we can almost write home about this one. Vazil going up now. Makes the second free throw. Sounds off, and RIC with 2 games left on the season. 1 week left in the regular season. They'll be playing against Keene State on Saturday. Keene State not really factoring in to the playoff hunt. Well, it's going to be Keene State actually the 6th seed right now. And then they'll be getting their big test. They'll be playing Western Connecticut State at home next Wednesday. 1 week from today. Number 2 seed in the conference right now. Could be the number 1 come that game. That'll be a big game for seeding for RIC, if they're able to take care of business against Keene State. And then it'll be playoff time. Thomas with it now. Shot clock's turned off.
Garbage time points. Let me get him.
Misses that one. Vazil with it. They just get to dribble the clock out.
The showman.
Vazil was going for that dunk. He smelled blood. Oh, I wish.
The showman.
But yeah, that'll bring an end to it here. Anchorman take care of business against Eastern Connecticut State. It was close at points. They were trailing at points, but they win 77-66. Keep pace with UMass Dartmouth. Keep pace with WestCon. Next week, that showdown's coming up. We'll both be here.
Absolutely.
As they play the number 1 seed in the conference. As we just wait now for the coach and players to come talk to us. Just waiting for somebody to come here. But yeah, next week will be the final regular season home game. And the final regular season home game of my career here commentating RIC basketball games. Fun fact. Now we'll just sit here and wait for somebody to come talk to us. But Tim Dang with a huge game today. Tim Dang, once again, I mean, just RIC with 4 players in double digits. Vazil leading the team with 20 and 18. Dang with 17 and 7 and at least 6 blocks. I don't know how many second half blocks he got, but Darby overcoming the tough start to score 16. Keyshawn Jacobs with 13. Just out rebounding the competition. Out shooting the competition. Just a nice clean win for the Anchormen.
When it mattered most, they show what these quality teams do in the playoffs. They were able to get it done in a close game, and they get them by.
Exactly. Now we just wait. Now we just wait once again. UMass winning today, so no movement there. RIC keeping pace, though. We get the final stat sheet of the day. So many blocks Dang wound up with. So Dang winding up with 7 blocks on the day. Nothing to sneeze at.
18, 20 and 18. Almost had a 20-20.
That's what I'm saying. As the fans really let Dang see their appreciation.
I don't know. Well deserved here too.
Listen, Tim Dang, a force for the team here today. Just continue to talk to Tim Dang. Now waiting for our chance with Coach Glenn here. Chat with him post-game. Once again, Coach Glenn in his second season really building the program up here.
Absolutely. Hey, took notes of your rebuilding franchise.
Tip to your rebuilding franchise. Really, you could say he's the Frank Green Pepper of D3 basketball.
There you go.
Let's get ready to go to the next episode of my Madden rebuild soon. Still looking for time to do that. Trying to get the whole new O-line intact with the Jets.
And year 3?
Year 2. We only did year 1.
You didn't play that much after we left?
No. That was it. I stopped. Year 2, got drafted 4 starters on the O-line. You know, messed up. Got a wide receiver, halfback who have some decent upside. See if we can build the offense up around. I guess building around Sam Darnold. Maybe give Jake Fromm a shot. We'll see. We'll see. While we just wait for Coach Glenn. My mug is very dirty on the inside. I don't know what got into it. I have to wash this thing out before I make some hot chocolate. Before I go to my shift. I'm going straight from here to my shift at the WXIN Radiothon for the Steve Irwin House to help with the recovery from the bushfires in Australia. So I'll be on 10 to midnight. So tune in there. Also being live streamed by Anchor TV as Coach Glenn is coming up to us. Coach Glenn, obviously another quality win for your team. So something we noticed early was the absolute suffocating. It seemed like you had Dang and Bazile just parked in the paint there, not letting McCarthy get an inch in the first half. Was that the design? Was that?
Yeah, that was kind of the game plan early, was kind of play through our bigs, kind of take their bigs away, make them beat us from the outside, and kind of take advantage of our forwards tonight, and thank God it worked. So, Dang was big in the second half, and I know Bazile kind of controlled the paint for us. I think we had 17 rebounds, and 18. It looks like 20 points. So, it was big. Great for our forwards tonight. So that was big for us.
Yeah, Dang sat for a decent chunk of the second half, but he came back in, and he was just shooting lights out for a bit. I mean, was that your plan? Did you want to give him a rest? Did you think he was going to be the one who would come in and close the game out?
Yeah, it's kind of they went small for a little while there. So we rode Bazile, and we kind of went with Jay Nerrell there for a while to kind of match their small ball, and they put 4 guards out there in the court. So I wanted to play 2 bigs, but he's such a good coach, and we had no choice but to go smaller there.
So obviously, I mean, your next game, your last 2 games, you're both coming up against potential playoff. I mean, obviously Keene State on the outside, but locking it at 6th seed right now, especially with you guys beating Keene State.
Right.
But still, I mean, the big game coming up against Western Con. UMass won today, so it looks like you're going to need to win out the next 2 games to hopefully get a bye. But how do you keep your team focused on this Keene State game with that big West Con game coming up?
Yeah, no, it's one game at a time, and Keene's a very good opponent, and they're the defending conference champs and everything. So we got a very tough finish here and start Saturday. They're so well coached, and they play a lot of guys, and we got a very tough test Saturday, and of course a tough finish here. So 2 very well coached teams and two very tough opponents here.
All right, perfect. Thank you, Coach.
All right, thank you guys. All right, man.
All right, that was Coach Glenn's second-year head coach, about to make his first trip to the playoffs as a coach of the Anchorman. Any closing remarks from you, Jenfrin?
Again, you know, the Anchorman played best when the crowd came in here. We saw the light in the game. It was a close game. Crowd got into it, and Anchorman took advantage of it.
All right, perfect. And we'll see you all again next Wednesday when they face off against the 2-seed Western Connecticut State University. Big game coming up, last regular season game of the year. I'm Jake Elmsley, Jenfrin Rodriguez here alongside me for Anchor TV. We'll see you all next time.